What's up, everybody? Welcome to Flagrant. A lot to discuss today. Trump got shot at again. Sorry to be right about that happening. Trump need to get shot at again.
Yeah.
That might be the only thing that can save him.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't want that to happen. I just want to clarify
wants to
that.
win.
Diddy got arrested with 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Probably nothing there. ShxtsnGigs is apologizing. The Sphere UFC. What an absolutely amazing weekend. And my favorite topic, the best Indian mud diving you've ever seen in your entire life. Let's begin.
Diddy's got 1,000 bottles of baby oil, which is crazy.
literal baby oil, maybe.
Yeah.
Made from real babies.
Yeah.
Extra virgin.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
that is a way to start the pod
What?
right there.
That
Man, I don't want to think about
How
that.
do you make olive oil?
But still, it's like
How do you make not with babies?
No, you crush olives. You said baby. Why did you say that?
I'm thinking gay jokes. You went to like the just gross place, and people are starting their day. They just sat
Did
there.
I take it too far?
Yeah,
I took it too far, dude.
I think you need to issue an apology, dude.
I know.
Like,
Sometimes I
dude,
cross a line.
You have to protect
with the
your
jokes.
community, dude. Like, you are put on this earth to protect your community. And
I want to
what you need
apologize to all the babies that are listening.
Thank you,
And
Mark.
I'm sorry for what I said.
Seriously, dude. What are they going through right now?
Yeah, they're fucking tired, napping. And shit.
Don't
Babies.
Don't do it. Yes, can I say something? Speaking of babies, once your wife has a child, she'll think that she has like a monopoly on exhaustion.
Son,
We all get fucking tired still.
I've been partying in Vegas for 3
Thank
days.
you.
Of course I'm tired.
She got no empathy for me. I went out until 5 in the morning 3 nights in a row in Las Vegas. I'm doing Adderall to stay up. I'm having the absolute time of my fucking life. I come back, I'm exhausted, and she don't want to hear it. She don't want to hear it. What have you been doing? Breastfeeding every 2 fucking hours for the last 7 months?
Yeah.
I get it. You're tired. I'm also tired.
Shaquille O'Neal was hanging out playing DJ songs with me.
Playing DJ songs, Mark.
DJ
He was about to say something else inappropriate.
I was about to say
and then he
basketball, and I
backed
was
up.
like, wait a second, that's racist. I was like, actually, it's not
Not
racist. That is
racist
his
at all.
literal job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Mark.
Sorry,
dude.
Shaq. I want to apologize to Shaq.
Unbelievable.
I want to apologize to Shaquille
Mark's got
O'Neal.
tons of energy because he wasn't in Vegas this weekend. You picked a hell of a weekend
Bro.
not to come on tour, bro.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck?
I don't think we could do Vegas better than we did.
It really sounded
know.
awesome.
I
I didn't know you weren't there. I would have laughed at you. I
I'll be
missed
honest
all
with
of them.
you.
I
Yeah.
missed everything. You missed the best one.
Can I talk about the coldness of these
I almost said it was the
motherfuckers?
best weekend of my life. But thank God I didn't say that because my wife already tired and I'm tired.
Yeah. Me and your wife are both very mad at you right now. All right? I want you to know
Listen,
that.
y'all gotta deal with that. I cannot help that I need 8 hours of sleep in order to function.
This
Right?
guy's a fucking
Yeah.
ice cold killer, by the way.
Yeah.
What did I do?
Because I had a higher purpose this weekend. I couldn't make it to Vegas. All right.
Valid reasons.
And so I wrote in the group
Why are you
chat.
biting
What did you
your
have
nails
to do?
like-
What did you have to do this weekend?
I have a higher purpose.
What's the higher purpose?
Yeah, all will be known soon. Okay, I have a higher purpose. All right, I was busy.
Whatever.
I was busy. All right.
Yeah.
I was doing spots in the city. I had a 20-seater. I was doing.
He had
in
an audition for
Brooklyn.
check spots in New York Comedy.
Yeah, all right. I was busy. So anyway, I said in the group chat as everyone's leaving, I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna miss you guys so much. Have a great time." And then the next text within 3 seconds, remove Mark from the group chat.
You don't want to hear him crying this whole weekend and he's not there.
3
Sending
seconds
little
later.
fucking gifts and shit.
Mark's been removed from the group chat. I was like, "Damn."
Now, to be fair, he was removed by Tanya.
Yeah, fucking Gestapo.
Yeah,
SS
via
Tanya.
your orders.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I was trying to really put the blame on
Was
her.
Tanya
but-
out there?
No, she wasn't out there.
Oh, okay. So
But,
was just hating for no
but
reason.
then we brought
Yeah.
it back. But then we brought it back.
was
But
just
listen,
brown shirting me,
you
dude.
missed a fucking a great week. Like, I want to come out here and I want to like. This is what I want to
It
do.
wasn't
Like,
that good.
No.
It
Let me
wasn't
just
that
say
good.
this. Let
It
me just say
wasn't
this. I wanted to come on here and be like, all right, let me like downplay it, like, and like I'll just tell you all like the self-deprecating things that happened this
Yeah.
weekend, so it could be more likable. There was none of it. It was amazing. I'm not trying to manipulate you into liking me. This was an unbelievable, unfathomable weekend.
No.
No,
I'm
looked
here
amazing.
with-
It looked
I'm-
amazing.
think about this.
I saw Shifty smiling. I was like, oh, they having fun.
I thought he was on
never seen him
drugs.
smile,
I thought he
bro.
was on drugs.
I know, right?
There was one time during the whole weekend where he went like this, and then he even said words.
No way. English?
English
It
words.
wasn't just
Son.
mean,
He
just
was-
brain rot. He was like, Ohio skibbity.
He still got smile lines from that, so that's crazy.
Son,
bro.
it was. Think about this, okay? I'm with Jamil Hibbert, okay? My best friend from high school.
Yeah.
I'm with Dove Mammon, my best friend from college, okay?
2 strikes.
We are in Vegas if you asked us when we were in high school or college if this weekend would happen, I would say absolutely. But the fact that it
But
did
they wouldn't believe it.
But they wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I would delusionally say,
Yeah.
we're gonna do this one. But it was, I mean, like partying with fucking Shaq, you know, partying with 50. Going front row to the craziest combat spectacle in history. I don't care if the last 2 fights suck. The whole, everybody's like trying to find a way to like cut this event down. It was by far, your brain exploded when you walked into the room. I will get to that
It
later.
didn't explode.
No. Mark. Yeah, it was just like, it was amazing. It was the first time, like, honest, this is kind of a little crazy, but it was the Friday night after the show in Vegas was the first night in I don't know how long that I've had nothing to do the next day.
Oh, that's big.
Wow.
Yeah, like
That's big.
it like hit me when I got off stage. I was like, wait a minute, like I don't have anything to
You're
do.
free.
Like I was free the whole summer. I had a great summer. Don't get me wrong. But you're still like, okay, we got to make sure the baby eats. We got to make sure the baby sleeps. Like nap schedule, all these different things. It was the first time since even maybe before my wife was pregnant where I'm not in the same city as them, and we have no show the next day. Nothing to try. Nothing to do the next day,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
just do Adderall.
Yeah.
And drink alcohol.
Yeah.
But the shows were probably bad, right? Like you
The
probably
shows
did bad.
were unbelievable. Shout out San Antonio and Vegas. It was honestly a 2-person show is pretty good.
Hey, Cassie.
You know what I mean? Shout out Derek Poston. You know what I mean? Derek, you did an amazing job. Come on,
he didn't do
you
that
really,
good.
You
He didn't
really
do
reached
that good.
another level.
Can I tell you
Yeah,
something?
tell us.
I've gone to 2-person shows now,
Yeah.
and it's way better.
It's like,
Because
not
why
better.
are you confusing the audience?
And here's, can I tell you a real thing? This is a
First
real
time
thing.
a real thing, yeah.
I used to be like, oh, the audience expects a 3-person show. And then
Yeah.
my friend, who also went to 2 people, was like,
Yeah.
they don't give a fuck
They
how
don't
many
give a
people
fuck.
are
No,
for
they
you.
like
They
a
don't give a
3-person
fuck.
show.
Yeah,
I
fuck
They
all
don't
that.
even know what it's
We'll
supposed
go
to
to
do.
Reno
They
next
don't-
week.
Yeah, let's go
We'll
to
go to
Reno.
Reno next
Yo,
week.
I'm-
Come on,
That's
man.
what I'm fucking way cheaper.
Yeah.
Way cheaper.
We'll go to the Cube.
Yeah. That's
The
a strip
rhombus.
club.
Yeah.
The rhombus is happening to us.
That's
Some two-dimensional shit. The circle. Y'all gonna go to
that's what the trap means, bro. It's a trapezoid. That's a fact. We're
you,
gonna go to
Mark.
that.
Fuck you, Mark.
But you guys miss me, right? You guys definitely miss me.
I didn't even think about it the
No,
entire
that's
time.
not true.
I don't
That's-
even
come
think
on.
his name came up once
No,
the
it did.
entire
You guys
weekend.
were talking about me.
Honestly,
You
dude,
were.
I literally forgot you ever came on
Stop.
tour.
That's not true.
I forgot
Stop
you
it right
ever
now.
came on tour.
Stop
it was
it right
crazy.
now. No.
It was
Yeah.
like, dude, Dove was in full effect. Like this is his.
Yeah.
This is like his scene. Like, oh my god, watching him in Vegas. You know, it's watching a fly around shit. He is just so. He's buzzing. He is so excited. Oh,
Is he
God.
more happy here or the Hamptons? I feel like these are the.
No, Vegas.
Vegas
You have to
by
put him in like
Vegas.
2 or 3 day things where everybody's
Burning
on
Man.
10. Burning Man, stepped
Dove
like,
would love a cruise. You're like a cruise guy. Like you
Mark,
would love like
see
being
why
on a
you can't
carnival
bring
cruise.
Mark anywhere.
Don't bring it
Well,
down. We were.
You know what I mean? Like we were right here.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
brings
yeah.
it
He
down
was-
to
yeah.
a
Come on.
cruise.
Yeah,
Like,
No,
it's
that's
just-
Dove's
it's
energy.
insulting.
He's a carnival guy.
Oh, he had such a great time. He had such a fucking great time. Yeah, we had a phenomenal weekend. I want to come here and I want to be like, oh, it's really shitty. And it wasn't. I want to appease. No, because it's like a manipulation tactic. It's like I'm going to tell you how horrible the weekend really was. So everybody feels
That's not
good
you.
about the
You're
fact
an
that
authentic person.
It was.
Authenticity wins.
I'm sitting in this weekend going, I cannot fucking believe these other people get to experience this with me.
Hey, be honest, dog. Our fans can take it. They don't need to be protected.
No. I felt like I was the luckiest human being on the planet.
Yeah, of course.
It was so cool.
Like
It
you
was so
said,
cool.
someone comes up to you in high school and says this weekend is going to happen. You're losing your mind.
I couldn't fathom it.
Imagine someone says to you,
I kept going to them. I kept, can you guys believe this is happening?
How actually is the sphere? It's crazy.
It was the sphere is. This is the best way I can describe how amazing it was. I was watching the real fighters, so like we're right there. Okay, shout out to the UFC. Shout out Dana.
oh, your
man.
seats
Like,
were crazy.
Shout out Hunter.
Seats were nuts.
I'm gonna be honest with you. They were the best seats in the house. Like they would literally. The only better seats were the ones that were literally on the octagon. You know
Yeah.
how like Rogan and them sit on the octagon?
Yeah.
And do you know who sat directly in front of us?
Rogan.
Jeff Bezos and his
Oh,
wife.
Jesus Christ.
Like it was to the left of me is fucking John Jones and Arthur Jones and Chandler Jones. Those are his brothers. They're football players.
yeah. Chandler Jones, I know. I didn't know that was his brother.
Yeah. And Arthur
Wow.
Jones played for the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
Super Bowl ring, everything. I mean, it was just like...
That's so
Kelly
crazy.
Slater, your
Kelly
surfing idol.
Slater, my fucking
I know. I
idol
thought about that.
growing up.
Yeah.
Surfing guy, right?
Surfing,
Yeah,
like
okay.
the goat of all goat surfer. I'm like, well, I couldn't believe it.
You know.
One of the few people I've
Got it.
seen you really be like starstruck by, and
Completely
not like
starstruck.
not be yourself around.
Completely starstruck.
Yeah.
Like asking for picture. Like, I mean, it was so. Alex Pereira is another one down. Like, it was
That picture was
just-
nuts. It's you, John Jones,
Chris
Alex-
Brown, another one
Yeah.
down. The comments on that picture were crazy.
The greatest fighters in history.
It was crazy. Guys, the Life Tour is coming to Ohio this weekend. Cleveland on September 20th. Columbus on September 21st. Then we're going to Minneapolis and Milwaukee, October 11th and 12th. Then we got Denver, Cincinnati, Rama, Ontario, Salt Lake City, Reno, Nevada, San Jose, Portland, Oregon, and then finally we are closing it out in Honolulu, Hawaii. TheAndrewSchultz.com for tickets. Don't get by these scalpers. Go get your tickets at TheAndrewSchultz.com. Thank you guys so much, everybody who's come out to all the shows on this tour and who has already got tickets to these remaining dates, and some cool announcements coming soon. Yeah, we'll just say that. Peace.
Also, guys, dates. September 19th through 21st, I am at Magoobies, but we sold all those out. So we're adding another show on Saturday, matinee show. Get your tickets because those are going to sell out too. Your boy's starting to move, add shows. September 27th and 28th, I'm in Greenville, South Carolina. October 10th, I'm doing a one-nighter in Poughkeepsie. And y'all need to buy tickets for this one because this will sell out. I'm coming home. And when I say home, I don't mean a place I grew up. I mean India. And when I say India, I mean New Jersey. October 17th through 19th, I'm going to be at the Stress Factory. I promise you those shows will... If I'm selling out in fucking Timonium, Maryland, Jersey, you think you could waste time? Hurry up and buy the tickets. Go to akashsing.com for those.
Hello, everybody. It's your dear friend Mark Gagnon coming to you from Schultz's chair because I'm going on the road. Oh, yeah, baby. I'm doing a couple one-nighters coming up in November 13th, Stamford, Connecticut. I'm going to New York Comedy Club, one of the best clubs in the city. They got us out in Stamford. Come hang out with me. I'm going to kick it with everybody. We're going to Soul Joel's in Pottstown, PA, like an hour from Philly. Just come out, come hang. I'll be taking pictures with everyone. We'll be talking after the show. We'll be chopping it up, going through probably conspiracy theories and just, current events. So if you want to come hang, Soul Joel's, Pottstown, PA.
Come see him, sluts.
Yeah.
You know what you need to do.
Every time. Love that. Let's get back to the show.
This is how dope. Can I just break this down? This is how fucking dope the UFC was. So we had the most amazing seats, right? But there's 6 of us. We roll pretty fucking deep.
Yeah.
What is that saying? It's like you want to go fast, go low. You want to go far, go with people. Like we always roll deep. And I know when this is like the fucking event. So they're like, don't worry, we got you. Their seats were, I think, the second best seats in the whole arena. Because they sat front row at the first
Wow.
thing up. So the first elevation of seating, right? So now they're not looking at the back of anybody's head. Even if you were on the floor behind us, you're looking at me standing up like an asshole, excited the whole time. Like
You're looking
you
at Bezos with giant shoulders. trying to
Bezos
see.
is fucking ripped back.
Yeah.
You got 6'6" dudes just in the front row,
Yeah.
right? Like so you can't sit. I mean, whatever. They just took care of it. They were great. It was awesome.
What's crazy about the room is then you hear people that were in like the 200 section and the 300 section. They love their seats because that's where you actually got the best experience of
the
Yeah.
dome and
The
stuff.
Sphere is
Dome
kind
and
of
the
like
image.
there's no bad seats.
Bro, it was. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. Like what it was. Okay. I was looking at the actual fighters fighting, and my brain couldn't distinguish that from a video game. Meaning everything else that was going around, I think there's something happened in my head where it assumed that the octagon itself and the fighters in it were also some form of animation.
That was the Adderall.
Yes,
Yeah, that might have been the drug.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. You got a good point right there. But it was like,
It was cool in the videos I saw because you could hear the crowd like reacting to the graphics. Like a thing would fly over and everyone would be like, oh.
it was, because basically they play these little vignettes in between the fights.
Yeah.
And the vignettes were just mind blowing.
Yeah.
The whole, I don't even think we've scratched the surface of what the Sphere will do for live entertainment.
I was thinking that all weekend.
It's like when I've said this before, but like it's literally like when they added sound to film. I think it will be that transformative. I think there'll be a sphere in every major city, different sizes. Maybe you don't need a 20,000 seat sphere if you're in a smaller city, but every city will have one. And that's where these specific types of events will take place. And I mean, it will just, it's just going to, yeah, it's just going to explode.
I don't know if you can build it logistically, but what if a football stadium is the sphere? I was thinking that. I was like, oh, you need 100,000 seats or whatever. So I don't know if you could build it, but that's insane. Like,
so that would be awesome. It maybe will end up doing that. The tricky thing about the sphere right now is that it's so cost prohibitive. I mean, like, in order to film something and create something for the sphere, you got to do it in 14K. It takes 2 whole days to upload the stuff.
oh, wow.
Okay. And then you have to wrap it around and distort it. So I think hopefully AI will be able to do a lot of the creation of this, because right now the only bands that can be in there are groups that can stay there for like a month.
Yeah.
And then how many of those are there? Like, I bet you the UFC, actually, I don't know, because they probably just made so much money on the event, but I wouldn't be surprised if they lost money on the actual event just because they had to pay for the production of it.
I was wondering if they actually make money or not. And shouts to Dana. Aside from him taking care of you, I remember being like, this is so cool to take this on. What an ambitious undertaking for a live event. I can't imagine any other sports commissioner or whatever being like, yo, let's take this on one time just to make an event out of it.
Yeah. And they were fucking bummed about the last 2 fights being boring. And
They were,
I
but,
get
like,
it, because it's like you put everything on it. And it's like, this is the entire world is watching. This is the moment. And then the last 2 were like stinkers, where it's like, yes, they won. Yes, they were more effective. But it just so happens that that style of fighting isn't the most engaging.
Yeah, visually it's not pleasing.
It's not pleasing. Like, the best thing for the UFC is when strikers are the best fighters.
Yeah.
That's what makes it the most engaging. You could track any, like, rise in popularity of the UFC over the years and guarantee it's when the best fighters are strikers.
Yeah.
Like, you had, Anderson Silva, you even had Chuck Liddell, the Iceman, like, all these moments. Obviously, John Jones has a pedigree with, like, wrestling, but he's knocking motherfuckers the fuck out, too. Connor, Izzy, like, you just track it. And it works.
Because a knockout is exciting. We talk about it. We replay it. We can't replay 1 minute of
Just
Sean
laying on
O'Malley
top
being
of
on the
somebody.
ground. Yeah, with somebody laying on top of him.
Yeah.
It's just not a highlight.
But what I will say is, after that, the conversation in Vegas was just about the spectacle.
Oh, dude. So I'm sure y'all saw this, but they would show us outside the sphere. They're just showing like the fights or whatever. Imagine, we were like, just imagine being in Vegas,
it's crazy.
walking by the strip and seeing that event outside. It's just nuts.
It was crazy.
And it looks amazing on a phone. Like, I thought it was just going to look great in the room if you're there.
Yeah.
But I saw everyone who was like filming and I was like, holy shit, it looks like you're there when you're watching that shit. I'm like,
That's a good point.
How was it? Did any of you guys watch it at home?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
What was it like at home?
So again, the fight card was boring, but you could tell whoever was there
I
was
think just
getting
the last 2 were boring.
an event. Well, that's really all I got to see because my shows ended at like midnight or whatever.
The one before the last 2 fights, or it was like 2 before that, so 2 guys who I had no fucking clue. It might be one of the greatest rounds of fighting I've ever seen in my entire life.
oh, yeah. We heard you.
Did you see? It was unbelievable.
The Diego Lopez, Brian Ortega fight.
No,
or the
That
one
was
before.
insane too. That
yeah,
fight was
Daniel-
crazy.
Daniel
Daniel
that was crazy.
Zeluber
That
and
one.
that one.
These 2
Esteban
guys.
Rubovic.
Yeah, those were good fights.
Anyway, go on.
No, I was just saying how the fights earlier were really amazing. And then between the fights, they did like give you the wide angle and show the little movies in between. And they look phenomenal.
So the experience at home was still satisfying?
Yeah. It looks amazing on TV.
And did it, okay, that's actually important.
Yeah.
Now, did it make you want to see an event at the Sphere?
Very bad.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So the big things,
That's,
you saw the announcement that they're going to adapt Wizard of Oz
yeah, I heard about that.
for the Sphere.
That's going to be
Spent
nuts.
$80 million on that, reportedly. And then over New Year's Eve, like their big EDM play was this DJ Anima. I think he has like 6 or 7 dates around
And they
that
keep
time.
on like adding. I after being there, I want to see a DJ. I think that's going to be. I think that's going to be. And here's why. I don't know. I haven't seen the bands. I don't know how a band could actually do it, because if you really want the music to be choreographed with the animation, you can't let them play live.
Why is that?
Well, because if the songs switch with the animation,
and you riff it all, you take a moment, you stop, you talk to the crowd, you tell them a story, if that's not also baked in to the animation, or they don't have the ability to stop with you, now you're off.
Oh, I think a lot of those big DJs, it's all pre-taped and they're just making it.
That's why I said
That's what I'm saying.
No, yeah.
So
it's
DJ,
like,
I think it works because they just press play and then pretend to twist knobs. But if you're a band and like, let's say your lead singer wants to like say a few words.
Which is what makes the show fun. Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
So I think it's one of those things where it's like, let's just see a DJ do it and then just create that immersive environment. And as you're fucking, I don't know if you're on drugs or not, but like as you're peaking, you're also looking at these visuals. I mean,
Yeah. When I did Rogan, he and I talked about going to see Fish there. I don't know Fish, but apparently that's like you go do shrooms and you go watch Fish.
Well, that would make sense.
Them at the Sphere would be bonkers.
they did that. Yeah. And
They don't have songs.
Wait, did
I
Fish
think,
do
yeah,
it?
I think he was saying Fish was there.
Grateful Dead.
That would be
Grateful
Dead
Dead
was
seem to have the
I thought Fish
crazier
and
visuals.
Grateful Dead.
Yeah,
maybe.
But
I
it
think
seems
he
like
said
Grateful
Fish-
Dead have the crazier visuals. Coldplay, I think, would be box office there because they have stadium shows that have
Oh, they're great live out
lights
here.
and
I mean, what I would just do is I'd say, hey guys, just pretend to play the instruments. like play them, but we're not going to have you plugged in or anything like that. We're going to have like, essentially you're going to be background track, like what they would do with like a Britney. And then just have that also for the instruments.
Doesn't that suck to do as a performer though?
I'm curious, does some of the costs like get offset since you don't have to pay for the screens and all that stuff to be built there?
Yeah, I think so. But I think what that cost is so minimal compared to like producing the content.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking like if it's a live performance, it's like they have the two big screens that is just the cam, and then you really just have to have some filler in between the screens that can be on loop.
Yeah.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be that crazy of a feat.
Yeah, but you want that video that's playing in the background that's like synced to the music to just be mind bending. And to create that, it's an expensive endeavor. And like, I mean, but it was fucking crazy. To me, this was the best advertisement for the Sphere. Like, I wish the UFC like owned a piece of the Sphere. Because the second I left, I was like, I need to see something else there.
Yeah, I was like, UFC, you got to go back.
Oh, UFC, I want them to do July 4th. I'm like trying to,
that would be insane.
like they did the Mexican Independence Day. All right, run it up.
So
yeah.
Jamil brought it up yesterday. What do you think? Knicks playing in the Sphere?
I don't know. I don't even know how you do basketball. I'm sure it'd be
Didn't
cool.
they do Summer League there?
Not in the Sphere, I don't think.
Oh.
They do it in Vegas.
I know they made the Sphere of basketball, so I thought maybe they had Summer League there.
Yeah, no, they were
That's
just
the
doing
thing.
that.
Basketball is like more constant, I feel like. Right?
Yeah.
Like you would just have like halftime and timeouts and shit, like quarters.
I don't even think I think the tech is so new, we can't even conceptualize
How to do it correctly.
what it could be.
Yeah.
Like we're like scratching the surface. Like right now we're like, okay, let's put these amazing videos on and you're in this immersive environment. That's like step one.
Yeah. In 1998, you didn't know you could make your entire career on the internet.
Yeah.
You just thought like, oh yeah, this is where you go look at porn and download music.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And now it's like, oh, this is everything.
I would just go see an old concert. I would just go see Michael Jackson in Berlin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like from like the fucking 90s on in the Sphere.
That'd be bonkers.
You know what I mean? Like just put on every great concert ever just in the Sphere.
Yeah.
Pink Floyd. Or
Yeah,
does
like
you
play the
yeah.
wall in the Sphere. That'd be
The
fucking
tricky,
insane.
and I think you could probably use AI to do it. But the tricky thing is the quality of video you needs to be so high to wrap it.
Yeah, and I'm hoping with that, like the Wizard of Oz shit that they're doing, like hopefully they can map that to.
This is the original Wizard of Oz movie.
I think so.
Because they got the Oz, or the, what's the one, the new one coming out? Wicked?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
If
got
they have the
Wicked
old
coming
film negatives, like film is really it's not 14K, but it's usually 4 or 5K.
Yeah.
Original film. So certain movies might work
I
quicker.
love that they're leaning into the drug element. They're like, all right, we're gonna put Grateful Dead, we're putting Wizard of Oz. Like it's all like these psychedelic like calling cards.
And I think that works. Anyway, a lot of people put money on this event.
Yeah.
You know, including Sugar Sean. He had a nice little parlay going. He lost that parlay because he lost.
Yeah.
So just to add, insult to injury, that is a
that's
big
rough.
bummer. Shout out to Sugar Sean. He's going to take some time off. You should.
Needed.
You deserve it. You made tons of money. You don't have to fight another day in your life you don't want to. You already achieved your dream. Everything is there. It's locked in.
Yeah.
Who cares about anything else? If you do want to come back, hopefully you come back healthy. But shout out Steak, man.
Yeah.
Because Steak
is allowing you to feel even worse after a loss. And that is why we support Steak so much, okay? We don't want him to have like a little victory on the side of his loss. Like, what if he wasn't included in the parlay?
Ugh.
Right?
Yeah, we're not helping you as a person. We're helping you grow by making you lose more.
The next time, you are going to double down.
Yeah, he'll come back better. He'll train harder. He'll never
stronger.
forget this.
You'll never forget. It's going to be that little chip on his shoulder. He's going to come back there. He's going to fight Marab again. He's going to beat this time. He's going to do an 8 fight parlay.
Yeah.
Mix it with different sport. I want you to let it rip, Sugar. Shout out to Steak. By the way, this segment has been brought to you by Steak, the leader in global betting and U.S. social casinos. Bet on top sports political events and use the promo code FLAGRANT for your welcome bonus. Now, let's get back to the show. Who is like a DJ that's big enough to hold that space?
I mean, like
Tygo or whatever. Yeah.
Tiesto or some shit. Like, I'm trying to think, like,
Black Coffee.
yeah,
Anima,
Black
no
Coffee.
one has been doing the visuals that Anima and Tale of Us have been doing this last
Tale of Us
year.
would probably be the craziest.
But
Tale of Us, it's called?
Well, Tale of Us, half of Tale of Us is guy Anima, and he's kind of gone solo.
Oh, okay.
He's the one who also just did the visuals. Did you see the Weekend show in Sao Paulo?
Is he the guy with the giant robot?
The Weekend.
No, Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That would be crazy.
But I don't think there's
Yeah.
another DJ could sell it out 6 times like Anima just did right now with those visuals.
So here's the thing that I will say is that like 4 acts that are going in there, like let's say a Travis or let's say or the Weekend that goes in there, there's going to be some novelty for the first few acts that go in. So even if you're an act that maybe you could do like 4 shows there normally, you'll do 8 simply because people are going to go, I need to see the first
I wonder if the
concert
multiplier is more.
there. It could.
I wonder if it's like 3.
It could be.
Like,
And Travis Scott does stadium, so if he's doing 80,000, 20,000 at the Spheres, like I got to do 4 times the shows just off of that.
Yeah, the Weekend might be crazy.
Yeah,
dude.
that'd be nuts.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I just want to get lost. I really want to go see another thing there. So yeah, it was pretty fucking cool.
so we'll go back. So I'll get a chance.
Nope.
Come on. No, come on. We're all going to go.
nope.
Come on. No,
Pass
we
is
will.
a pass.
No.
No, we'll all go.
Onward
It'll
and-
be fun.
Anyway, this weekend, Akash was in Florida and Trump got shot. So what do you think about that?
Oh, yeah. Do you have an alibi?
Where were you?
I'm trying to help this man win an election. Y'all ain't trying to do that?
Yeah,
Let's take
sucks,
the focus off the debate, guys.
Yeah.
That was my idea. Y'all don't care about Trump none.
So you knew about this plot to shoot the president?
I masterminded it, dude. I'm the guy.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't do a good
It was
job.
your
though.
idea.
Yeah, why
That's-
did you
that's
bring it
true.
up?
What did
That's
I say?
true. I actually stole your bit, to be honest with you. I
what did I say?
apologize for stealing your. You said Trump got to get shot again after that debate. After we talked
I
about
honestly
whatever.
thought it would be more impactful.
Because there was no shots fired.
There was no shots fired. He was just there.
Yeah.
And he's like some kooky guy.
Yeah, he basically is a stalker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not that newsworthy.
This guy's a warrior, dude. He's a Ukrainian soldier, all right? Put some respect on him.
Yeah, he's fighting
okay?
the man, dude. He's fighting for freedom.
Yeah, go back over there, buddy. They still need you.
Yeah, it's a pretty wild thing, though. It's like strange. The guy was like involved with like this kind of like debatable kind of like organization in Ukraine. Apparently, he never really fought. He was just like there, kind of like hanging, putting up posters and shit. He was living in Hawaii. No one really knows what his job was. Has like a ton of crazy like criminal history.
Yeah.
And then like ran away and then actually got captured. So he's alive, which is kind of
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to find out. My assumption is he's just like a crazy guy. And what happens is like when there's one assassination attempt, I think there's copycats.
Yeah, of course.
And now that there's 2, there'll be more crazy people out there.
They need better security.
To do this.
Though. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but how do you secure an entire golf course? Like, what do you do?
It technically worked. They were on the 5th hole going to the 6th, and they were ahead of there, and they saw a gun. Like,
Yeah, but he was there for like 12 hours camping out, apparently.
yeah.
Like that's I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not a great look. Like,
mean,
they got to do better.
Yeah,
like,
hire extra security for both candidates. Either one of them gets shot. This whole thing is going to be a big fucking nightmare. So let's just protect both of them.
It already is a nightmare.
Yeah, but
dealing
imagine
with
it actually happens.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a problem.
Did you see that his first Twitter follow back was like some former CIA lady? I don't know how
No, I didn't
true
see
that
that.
is, but yeah. They're
that's
saying it's
hilarious.
like probably his handler or something like that before they like wiped his social media.
Oh, did they wipe it?
Yeah, like, you know, when FBI catches somebody, they take down all their social
It was
media.
up for mad long.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. No, I didn't see it. That's hilarious.
I mean, there's going to be all these like great conspiracies that come out from it.
People
but,
are claiming that he was in a BlackRock commercial that went around everywhere.
Yeah, he wasn't in the BlackRock commercial. It was
he did the stuff for Ukraine.
Yeah.
And BlackRock, I think it would be the greatest beneficiary if Ukraine is able to like maintain their freedom. So I think they're going, well, the first shooter was in a BlackRock commercial. The second one
It's pro-Ukraine.
is part of this Ukraine thing that BlackRock benefits from. Therefore, it must be.
Yeah.
But also, when you're BlackRock and you own everything,
Yeah.
it's very easy to end up in some sort of like as part of their web.
But I haven't seen any connection that they funded this or in any way like did it.
No, they didn't. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is they would be the biggest beneficiary
Right.
if Ukraine gets its sovereignty.
People are claiming that he's in a BlackRock commercial. I'm like, that's not true.
No, not at all.
Do you think they're trying to take him out because Trump keeps saying he's going to put an end to all these wars?
Probably not, but it's a fun theory.
I think that's where you want to go. And I understand how the internet goes in that direction. Like once you just become so radicalized based on true shit, it's very easy to believe not true shit.
Yeah.
You know? Like I mean, it was so funny just to even like see the reaction to last week's rant. When we did the rant that was like I felt fair about how the debate went.
Yeah.
And like to see all these fucking crybabies in the comments, like, no, like Schultz, you're a paid shill. The Democrats are paying for you. You used to be funny, but now you're not.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, I used to be funny when you agreed with my opinions,
Yeah.
and now that you don't, now it's not funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or now that
Now that you're not my shill.
exactly,
You're not funny.
Exactly, and it's just like how soft people are.
Yeah.
And both sides do this. It's
They're both snowflakes. You're both snowflakes.
unbelievable snowflakes.
But how much? How much do they pay?
Like I got $1,200
You
for
got
that
tickets to
one.
the Sphere.
Yeah, I got tickets to the Sphere. They really took care
They
of me
introduced
at
him
the
to
Sphere.
Shaq.
So that was worth it.
Yeah, 100%.
That's sick.
But it just sucks because all these people talk about how they want like an honest and true media. It's like, no, you don't. None of you want it. You want to be told whatever you feel is right. You want to be patted on your fucking back. You want to be put on the tit and then put to sleep. That's all you fucking want. You want to be pacified and it's just it's a little demoralizing to be honest with you.
That sucks when you're trying to be fair and down the middle, and it's like you get scrutinized for it.
And then it's one of those things where it's like, well, that's why no one's fair.
Yeah.
Because there's no money in fair.
That's the old quote, dude. The only thing in the middle of the road is roadkill.
That's
bars.
well said, yeah.
But that is true. It's like, of course CNN's going to go left because there's a bunch of motherfuckers that need their feelings nurtured. Of course Fox is going to go right because they need their feelings nurtured. There isn't anything in the middle because there's not enough people in the middle that need to be nurtured.
That's why I was actually thinking about Breaking Points and how they have a subscriber model where you pay us monthly. And if I'm them, I don't even have a comment section. I don't have anything that way. I don't have to just appease sponsors and sell commercials. Y'all pay for us. We give you the news as we see fit. And I don't even want to see your comments or what you think. We're going to keep giving you news.
Yeah.
Pay for it if you want actual independent news.
What happens when the subscribers go down?
Time to switch up.
Yeah, that's there. I guess that's there as well. But if you get the subscribers based on being moderate, then that's what's going to keep feeding.
Everybody's moderate until it comes to the thing you're passionate
It's
about.
kind of like listening to your girl complain. You know what I mean? Like you ever try to be nuanced when she's like venting about some shit? You're like, well, you know, I can see both sides.
She's like, I don't want that. She's like, I don't want to hear how you're tired.
You got to grift with your girl. You got to grift with your girl.
Big
dude.
time grift.
You're like, oh, why would they do that to you? That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, right? You're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but no, you're right. It is a tricky situation. It is I get it. Say again.
I figured out how to bring people to the center. I texted Mark this like dumb idea recently, but I think it's actually a good idea.
Well, you have to learn first.
What?
I said you have to learn first.
No, this is how he's getting brought back in.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Back in the day, if you were second place in the presidential race, you then became the first person's vice president.
Yep.
Correct.
I think we go back to that. Because then both sides have to put up people who are going to sort of agree with each other and could win the most amount of votes. So now you sort of got two people who are somewhat similar.
Yeah, why'd they stop that?
I don't know.
Like,
I imagine nothing gets done, or like you're like, this guy's just going to try to get me assassinated.
yeah.
And then he's vice president.
Yeah.
That whole party now has a vested interest in killing me.
Shout out LBJ, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they stopped it. But kind of in my mind, as Miles texted me, I was like, kind of fire.
I mean,
It's
didn't
great in theory.
who did Hamilton help get elected? Because it was like Aaron Burr versus another dude. It was Jefferson.
Yeah.
And then Jefferson decided not to have Burr as his vice, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. Not exactly sure, but I would fact check that. So he might have been the one that kind of bucked that trend. But yeah, that seems way better. But still, people are going to be radicalized, and now with the internet, it's just so easy to do it.
And yeah, now both sides are saying if this person wins, the country's at stake. What a crisis this is going to be. If Kamala wins,
you saw Trump tweet
democracy's over. Yeah, they all do that.
Yeah.
If
Trump tweeted
wins, democracy's
every
over.
person that ever like said that he was a threat to democracy. He put it on like Truth Social.
Oh, really?
And he had a laundry list of like 4 pages. He's like, this person said this shit to me. This person said this shit about me. Called everyone out.
I mean, good.
We didn't make the list. Nothing we said that the fake shooting thing. Nothing that came up. But he was calling out every politician. He was like, yeah.
He's like, you're responsible for this, essentially. Good for him. Shit. Once you get shot at or people trying to kill you, you can say whatever the fuck you want about it.
And he blamed Taylor Swift.
Yeah, the Taylor Swift thing was peculiar why he would double down on that.
I hate Taylor Swift. It's the funniest thing to ever say ever.
Oh, was he there?
No, he didn't pull up.
That's surprising because he was in Vegas, too.
I think he was there and he chose not to come, which is very interesting.
And the attempt was Sunday, right? The assassination attempt was Sunday?
Must have been.
It was after the Sphere, right?
Yeah,
in Vegas.
but I know he was in Vegas that day.
Yeah.
Or was he just in Vegas Friday and then he left?
He probably left after. He was definitely there Friday, but I don't know where he
He chose
was.
to leave.
Whatever, yeah.
Chose to leave.
Dana
He would
chose
have gotten a
sides.
lot of love in that room.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually,
Because he came for Rogan. And so
He came for Rogan.
That
The room
would
would
have
have had
been
to choose.
interesting. Maybe that's why he skipped out.
came for Rogan, and it's Mexican Independence weekend. Now, Mexicans do fuck with Trump, but there might also be a contingent of Mexicans that are like, fuck this guy. You talk wild shit about immigrants. Our families are immigrants.
Especially on our day.
Exactly. And so it is a little bit dicey. And the last thing he probably needs right now is getting booed at a UFC event.
Yeah.
You need all positivity right now after you got dog walked in the debate. Yeah. So, yeah.
I mean, this was good for his PR, realistically.
What was?
Kill a story with a story. Someone's trying to kill me again.
Yeah.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if I'm like a Trump supporter, I don't think Trump's team knew anything, but if I'm a Trump supporter and I can find some patsy and I really want him to win, I'd be like, hey, man, I'll rile this guy. I'll be like, you should go try something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tip off Secret Service.
Yeah.
Yo, go look one hole ahead. I think there's a guy there. He gets arrested. Trump is a victim again. It'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
No one do that.
I'm saying but maybe you don't want to win as badly as I do. I don't know.
Trump's people need to figure out something because he got no energy right now.
He's got a new crypto dropping.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, that'll
He's
help.
scared,
Who's
bro.
advising Trump right now?
He's making
scared
money on all
running-
this, though. The Trump NFTs made money. Also, I still would buy one.
I thought he has all the money. Like, that's the thing that it's like
Them shits were fired.
They weren't.
Stop it.
when billionaires do shit for like short money,
Yeah.
it makes them look like they don't got money.
It really
right?
is pathetic. Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is broke. It's broke boy behavior for you.
Yeah, right. Like
Yeah.
if you're a proper billionaire, you got all this money. You don't need short money.
Yeah. A couple million.
It's like, is it million? Like,
Yeah, I would love for Trump to do an ad read during a debate.
That'd
That
be
should be
fire.
fire. Yo, betterhelp.com.
Yeah.
This debate.
yeah. It was really traumatic for me getting shot at, and I needed someone to talk to. So I went to BetterHelp.
I mean, we won't see
As
any
he's
more
holding the
debates.
prime cam.
Yeah, make some money. Dude.
We won't see any more debates. He's scared.
Is that true? He's really not.
Yeah, he posted on Truth Social. He's not doing any
No,
more
it's
debates.
because he won.
Yeah, apparently
Yeah.
to him, he won.
Best case for Kamala, I think.
Oh.
I think that was the best thing. You got one, you beat his ass, and then I don't have to do anything. I won. I'm out.
I don't know. I think it could go either way. Because if she can get under his skin again,
It's toast.
That's fair. That's fair. And she did it pretty easily, to be
Easily.
fair. In one sentence. That's all it took.
They know exactly what to do to rile him up.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Trump's handlers or the people that he
Advise him?
trusts,
Yeah.
the people who are advising him, I don't know if they trust him to not get riled up again. So they know that Kamala got the kryptonite.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, we can't put him in this situation again because I don't know if he can handle himself here.
Yeah.
He's got nothing on her. She's got really no track record.
Yeah.
She hasn't been, she's almost like, she got the Obama thing going, which is like, she hasn't really been in politics long enough to have a lot of fuck ups.
Remember, like Obama was very, very junior, so he didn't really bet. Not bet on? He didn't really vote on that many bills. There wasn't a lot to hold him against a fire to.
Yeah.
Whereas like an Elizabeth Warren or a Nancy Pelosi, they probably had 30 fuck ups throughout their career that you could just go, well, you voted for this bill, now you're saying this.
Yeah, I thought Kamala had been a politician for a while.
No, she was like
She's been in it, but I mean,
she was a district attorney, right?
okay.
And then she was a senator.
yeah.
Okay.
But it was very brief.
Yeah, not that long. But I mean, he can hold her to the fire for the past 3.5 years, though.
Yeah.
And just keep
And he
hammering
just
it
didn't.
on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, strategically he could do better.
Yeah.
Like he could go back in if he can handle it, and he could actually.
I don't think his people think he can handle it.
I don't think he could handle it.
Yeah.
She got under his skin so easy.
I mean, it was,
bro.
like, as we're talking this out, it was one sentence and it's over.
Low key, I think the Obama thing actually influenced that. I have no proof for this, but like she says,
he did this, sure.
yeah, like because I think he doesn't like
Sounds
Kamala. I think
fire.
he hates Obama. Like he was doing the birther shit from like 2010. Like, yo, this guy's not even from here. Like he hates Obama. And then Obama at the DNC makes the joke about, yeah, we're talking about, crowd
What's his
sizes.
concern with crowd sizes?
Yeah.
Just a great joke and like perfect delivery. Like fucking crushed it.
Son, he's a fucking man.
He nailed it.
really is.
But I think that, and then Kamala basically like echoed that same sentiment, and I think he low-key was like, oh, these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like I bet you he was watching the Obama thing being like, I hate this guy, and then she says the same thing, set him off,
Triggered him.
that's what I think.
Yeah.
She got like you said, she got the code. She could just do it again.
But he got to do something. Like, I think he needs to rely on the fact that he's a incredibly funny guy. Like, literally the day after the debate, somebody is videotaping him. I'm sure you guys saw this thing that kind of went viral. Someone's videotaping him at the 9/11 memorial. He sees the guy videotaping him, and he goes. And then the guy goes away, and then it comes back, and he's still going. He goes, and he does this like weird, like smirking, like, and it's just the silliest, goofiest thing to do in the moment.
Yeah.
You don't know if he's being funny or dead serious.
Yeah.
You never know with Trump. That's what makes it so funny.
Yeah.
And it's like he needs 10 of those in a row.
Yes.
And then we forgot about the debate. But if you hide him from everybody and you just put him up at his rallies where he just, says whatever bullshit that he's talking about and his fans just go crazy. There's rah, rah, rah. There's not even that much room for funny. You kind of almost need him in a little bit of conflict. You need him in an interview where somebody's trying to catch him, but not trying to bury him.
Yeah.
Kamala buries him. But when he's doing interviews with like an ABC or something
Is it
like
true
that.
you said this?
Yeah.
And then he comes back with a banger line. You're like,
Yeah,
oh,
you
wow.
need just Rosie O'Donnell. You need that 10 in a row, and we forgot about everything. We're like, God damn, this guy's fucking funny.
Yeah.
I saw someone say this theory. I thought it was a great idea. Do an election. I think we need what England has. Do an election. Put our two best candidates in there. They can fight it out, right?
Oh my God.
You shit your pants for
Yo,
sure.
go
You
white.
for sure shit your pants.
Go white.
It's 1,000%.
Do you want
wet.
to cut to commercial? We can go.
Yeah. Go. Let me get his in. Go.
Let them do their
Now
thing.
you're definitely gonna shit your pants.
Yeah. You're gonna throw up. Last time you did a Zen, you're like, guys, I think I'm gonna die.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break real quick to tell you about Cook Unity. Guys, this is a fire service. Cook Unity is a meal delivery service where the meals are actually prepared by award-winning professional chefs. I'm not trying to disrespect any of these other meal services, but a lot of times the meal is what it is. You just kind of eat it to get through the day. Cook Unity has professional chefs preparing meals in small batches to ensure the highest level of quality and culinary craft, and there are hundreds of weekly menu items and dozens of global cuisines, so you never run out of options. They got mad Indian options actually cooked by an Indian. I know that's crazy, but it's a fact. And it's fire. Cook Unity's app also offers a seamless experience to make ordering and planning your meals as pain-free as possible. Guys, Cook Unity is the only meal delivery service without compromise. You get quality, you get variety, you get convenience, and top-tier culinary craft for as little as $6 a meal. You can't get a half a box of cereal for $6 these days, guys. So to sign up, visit cookunity.com, pick a plan, select your meals from the menu, and then let their renowned chefs do the cooking for you. And if that's not fire enough, Cook Unity is offering Flagrant listeners 50% off of their first order. Asshole Army, that's a lot of money. And 10% off their next 3 weeks when they sign up at cookunity.com/flagrant. Just give it a try. What do you have to lose? Half off. get out of here. Let's get back to the show.
All right, guys, we got to take a break for a second because I want to explain to you how we're going to ruin our October. You see, the brand Whoop, you guys are definitely familiar with Whoop. If you're not, these little bracelets that go on your arm and they give you all the facts about your body, how your sleep was, other facts.
All kinds of statistics.
Recovery, it tracks your workouts.
Recovery, your workouts, the strain you're doing. It literally lets you know if you're being a healthy human being or not. It is incredibly valuable for upkeeping that health and longevity. How do you make sure that you have a great, long-lasting life? And the way you do that is by having no fun. So we are going to do that for October, and we're going to basically compete about who is having. I don't know, we could do the most sleep. That could be a competition.
That would be beneficial for me.
Listen, we're four guys. We're going to compete no matter what we do. So we're obviously going to do this. Whoop right now during Sober October. Basically, it is their idea that this is the best time to give Whoop a try. Why? Because you actually have a metric that can show you the effects of not drinking alcohol on your body and how positive it will be. Yeah. Yes, you will sleep way more, but now you have to be really alert about how bored you are. So we should also judge that.
And feeling the world and stuff.
You have to feel the world. Yes, Al, you have to feel it.
But
maybe you're not autistic, you just drink too much.
That's
all it is.
We are going to measure this. We are going to measure it, and then we're going to have a separate measurement of joy in our life.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's our own.
You know what's going to be great
That's
about
whoopee.
this? The great thing about this is that Akash gets no sleep. He has insomnia.
Correct.
And the rest of us drink.
Yeah.
And we're going to see, Akash should win this test, right?
should,
He doesn't
hands
drink, he doesn't do drugs, he doesn't do any of these things. His body should be a temple. But we are going to see. We're going to see who has the most religious
My
body.
body is atheist right now.
It's quite atheist.
It's agnostic at least.
100%.
Yeah.
Your body's like a 7-Eleven. It's just open 24/7. You know what I mean? Just ready to go.
And we got to share.
That felt pointed.
What? It's open 24/7.
Now, Whoop has said that drinking negatively affects your overall recovery by about 12%.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, I want to beat my recovery. Like I want to prove I can recover with alcohol.
Oh, that's fire.
That's a cool thing.
I like that. That'd be sick.
Dude, I thought this. It knows every time.
Really?
I'll drink and I won't tell it. It'll be like, "Did you drink less?" I'm like, "No."
And then it shows up.
Yeah.
I've gotten 100% sleep and drank.
Me too.
No way.
You can beat it. I'm going to beat it. I'm going to get it. Point is, we're going to be comparing the data. You guys should join us in this process. See what kind of improvements in your health you can make for yourself. Join the challenge and sign up for 1 month free at join.whoop.com/flagrant. Enjoy the misery.
The Nicky Jam thing.
Bro,
When you say she,
she's hot.
Yo, but
She's hot.
he played that off good though. You gotta be honest.
What
He
is
played
that?
that off so good. He was like, "Oh, I'm so glad he stepped up here. What's up, Nicky?" Like and said, "What's up?" And like playing it off. But like he called him a she.
See, that's the
That's
thing.
a-
He
But also, you be
detached.
doing that. You think your dog is androgynous.
Yeah, but I'm talking about a dog.
But
Yeah.
it's your dog. You've seen the dog before.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that. I do think it's a guy, my dog.
Yeah.
Wait,
you hesitated
Sabi's
saying
not
guy?
a dude?
No. See?
I've been
Thank
a girl
you.
this whole time.
Oh, he got boy energy. You got a dyke
Yo,
dog.
chill out. Chill out, son.
You do a stud.
Chill the fuck out.
got
I
love.
do not have a
That was
stud.
crazy,
Chill
dog.
the
That was
fuck out,
crazy.
son.
You gotta
Don't
go
talk
on
about
you
my
said
dog,
that
dog.
hard, dog. That was crazy.
You got a golden stoodle, bro, for real. You do. That's a fact. But no, we got to just make Trump the king.
I love this. I said
years
this.
ago.
Make Trump
should be
the
I
king.
love this. I want him
I
to be
love
part
that.
of America,
Yeah.
but not in a position where like he actually has to make decisions. Why can't we get? I guess we can, but they don't have the charisma. That's the thing. All these there are a lot of people who are involved in politics that want to, drain the swamp. They don't call it draining the swamp, right? But they want to stop like the endless wars and all the other shit that it looks like Trump is trying to do as well. But they just lack the charisma Trump has. Trump is just so much charisma that he could actually become president with those ideas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's really fucking impressive. Like all these corporations that make trillions of dollars and usually silence every one of these candidates could not stop his charisma.
Freight train.
The first time. It is a freight train. They stopped the second time and then this third time, at this moment, not looking good. But it's pretty impressive to do what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off of pure charisma. Everybody knew when going into the election he didn't know shit. They asked him, "What's your favorite verse of the Bible?" He goes, "I like the whole Bible." Pure charisma.
Banger.
What Christian's going to object to that?
Yeah.
How dare you rank God's work?
Yeah, right?
Yo, what a blasphemous question.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of the Bible? All of it?
The whole thing? Yeah, it's fire.
We need more of that. We need 10 of those.
Yeah.
We need 10 of
If
those.
he had a VP, if he had Vivek as VP, I think he wins.
You think?
I think because you look at him like he gets shit done.
Yeah, I also think that like
Vance is in there to sabotage him, bro. Like he just has
What's he
fuck
doing?
up
I'll make
after
up stories
fuck
if I
up
need to.
after fuck
What
up.
are you doing,
he be
bro?
fucking up that
I think it's
guy.
intentional.
Wow.
At this point, it's,
Maybe he never stopped hating Trump.
Wow.
Maybe
Inside
he-
job.
Yeah, maybe he been hating Trump and he was
He's
like,
a sleeper cell. He's a spy.
Yeah.
Feeding him all the bullshit that we then criticize Trump for.
Yep.
Wow. They might have to yank that dude. I also think that like the meme era of like promoting like political ideology is starting to wane. Like I think it was
meme era.
like early Trump was, there were so many the memes were so important, right?
Build the wall, that kind of stuff.
All the things that would come out of it. And like there would be all these memes that would like condense the information in a funny way that would like project the ideology. And this is when memes are getting popular and it's a really fun thing to share with one another. And I'm not saying that we don't still do that, but it's not as novel. It's a little bit more redundant. It's a little bit more like tired, you know? And so I think they're trying to like win the meme war, but memes in general are just kind of done. Like I'll talk to Shifty and like Shifty will tell me about the way his generation approaches memes. They're like jokes on jokes on jokes on jokes to the point where like the average person doesn't even understand it.
Yeah.
And I think it's because, and you correct me if I'm wrong here, Shifty, but like the initial version of the meme is now so commonplace that it no longer elicits the reaction it used to.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say? So now you're just doing like inside joke, inside on inside.
Yeah.
And then the only place that the first meme can go is just to the people that it's all, they just want to hear their like feelings echoed.
The
Right?
Democrats did this with like the Dark Brandon thing.
What is
Do you
that?
remember this? Where like Biden like put on his sunglasses and he was like, "I'm Dark Brandon."
And then it was just like
And they try to make it like a
gay.
A thing. Yeah.
And I feel like the Trump campaign and the Biden campaign are trying to chase this, and it's lost its authenticity. It's lost its like purity. This is what happens when corporations try to take on any. It's like a big corporation buying a cool streetwear brand.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? They're like, oh, this is how you get shit done? Okay, let's try it.
Yeah. Like when Supreme started partnering with everybody, you could feel it being like, oh, this is not going
It
to
lost
last.
its cool. It lost
you
its
saw it
luster.
coming. Yeah.
Like what is cool about it is that it's authentic and it's lost its authenticity. And just there needs to be a new energy. It's just
one thing I saw all last week was they made a song from that eating the dogs. It was like they're
that
eating the
shit-
dog,
that
they're
shit is
eating the
hard.
cat.
That
Eat
went
the cat,
crazy.
Eat the cat.
song
That
was fire.
shit was fire.
high fire.
It's like I wish they did it. I'm sure their side wishes it was for a better reason, but
Yeah.
song was fire.
I mean,
It
that
don't
is
matter.
fire.
If it penetrates culture, it penetrates
That
culture.
is true.
Also, the other thing that's so funny is that like people are trying to defend that line so much that they are like going to the ends of the internet to find any moment where a person is eating a house pet to justify the statement.
Yeah.
It's
You know
so
what I mean?
stupid.
Yeah, where it's just like, yeah, it's happened. It's probably happened. Is it happening nonstop in Springfield,
Is it a
Ohio?
cultural thing?
Yeah,
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But there's a perfect example of another thing that happened last week. So there was that excerpt from the pod where I think we were talking about, I don't know the exact clip, but like, I think we were talking about the Haitian thing with like, we have to teach them not to eat the pets. And then I was like, we have to do this with the immigrants in Europe too. We have to teach the Muslims not to rape,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And it's just so funny. When it happens, I can't help but laugh because like I can tell when people that are upset about something don't listen to our pod.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But what's so funny is that what they do is they try to scare you by saying, I'm boycotting your podcast.
Yeah.
I'm never
Oh,
listening to it again.
Yeah.
It's like, you didn't even listen to that clip.
Yeah, back when-
you don't even know what the context
Back
of the
when,
conversation was.
Back when getting canceled had like some weight to it,
Yeah.
I was always like, you were never subscribed to the person you're canceling. What are you canceling?
None of these
You
people
give a
listen to your
fuck.
shit.
Yeah.
There are people that it's very unfortunate they feel powerless in their lives and they're trying to exert their power on people through cancellation. And,
I imagine that is very seductive when you do feel powerless.
Yeah.
You like all of a sudden can make somebody who's, quite successful bend to your whim. That must be intoxicating.
Yeah.
The feeling. But just to clarify my remarks, I think that immigrants people in Europe. And I think that we have to teach them not to do it. I was 100% serious when I said that. I mean, like,
Obviously.
Obviously, 100%.
Obviously.
Yeah,
Only the illegal immigrants.
Yeah, just the illegal.
Just the illegal.
No, the ones that legally immigrate should be able to do it. They legally got in
They
there.
paid the price.
That's part of it. You go to the government.
Yeah.
Exactly. You fill out the paperwork. You get the right to do it like any other citizen.
Yeah.
But if you illegally go there, we have to teach you.
Yeah, these are not your women.
Yeah, you get to be here legally, but you can't willy-nilly.
Who's Willie?
I don't know. My point is, we have to, there has to be some sort of education for the illegals.
Yeah.
If you're legal, you get to eat all the cats and dogs. If you're not legal, come on. Come the fuck on, dude. What are you thinking? You can't go steal your neighbor's pets like they did in Miami where we live. My dogs barked nonstop for 4 months in Miami. I know why now.
Oh,
I know why now.
Yeah,
You're not going to sneak up on my little dog, take it.
That's where his dog went trans.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, I gotta fucking show these
She
motherfuckers.
studded up.
Yeah.
She studded up. Them Haitians were coming and she was like, root.
You named both your dogs after food. That's on you.
Yo, that's so
a good
funny.
point, dude.
Yo, Miles, that's a great joke delivered horribly. Because the concept is magnificent. That is
I'm trying.
a genius. That was genius. We had one dog named Cookie, another one was Sabi. We are
sweet and savory.
we're teasing you,
Mommy,
bro.
dog. You got a new mommy household.
Yo, I apologize, bro. Stop what I say. I apologize. I apologize for even doing that.
Yo,
for
what
trying to
happened to
entice
Cookie,
you.
by the way?
I'm a what?
What happened to Cookie?
Oh, shit.
Got snatched? Huh? Was there a Haitian that got involved?
Yo, don't tell my
He
wife
went on
this
tour
shit.
to Springfield and never came back.
I threw that little motherfucker over a fence once. A dude caught him with a fork. Whoa. I threw him on a fence and boom, ham. No, but just so we could clarify the comments, I just want to make sure that everybody knows.
Please, let's clear up. I want you to be 100% serious.
Can we just be serious?
Can we be serious?
I want to be serious on our comedy podcast.
Yes.
I don't want it to be comedy.
No, this is a serious matter.
Yeah.
It's not a
So
laughing
let
matter.
me be very clear what I mean.
Be honest.
What do you want me to be honest about?
Just how you feel. Just say the sentence again as an honest person.
I think women should be legal.
Expound.
Nah, that's all you gotta say. That's all you gotta say.
I think they deserve the alien rights or whatever that shit is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Jews.
Oh, okay.
Now we're having fun.
Can I actually tell you something about this fucking that was another thing that bothered me with the Muslim thing. Like every other comment was like, look at this fucking Jew talking. I bet he won't talk about Jews. That's how I know you don't listen to our podcast. That's the first thing that we're talking about in this fucking podcast. And let me tell you another thing. They all call me Jewish. This is great. The great thing about not being Jewish, but everybody thinks you're Jewish, is you get all the anti-Semitism, but no control of the weather. So at least with the other fucking Jews, right? They get anti-Semitism, but then they can have a nice 75-degree day with the sun shining.
Yeah.
That's a nice way to walk around when you're dealing with your anti-Semitism or whatever that word is all day. Me, I gotta get anti-Semitism and it's fucking cloudy or it's fucking rainy because the Jews are afraid of the fucking sun. It is insulting, it's disgusting, and Christ is king.
Only thing in the middle of the road, dude.
Yo.
That's all there is.
You know what I mean?
Just
Christ is king!
a wet goy.
Christ is king. You know what Christ said about immigration, don't you?
What'd he say?
Let him eat. Wait, what did he do?
Yeah. This is my body.
This is my... Christ got us out here eating human beings.
What the hell?
What is going on? These Haitians are reading the Bible like, yo, we just eating the dogs and the cats, bro. These motherfuckers out here eating humans.
Yeah, barbecue takes it literally.
They think we're crazy. They got their voodoo where they're eating animals, which is a kind of normal thing for humans to do throughout history. They're reading the Bible like, what the fuck? They're out here eating human beings?
yeah, they're
Not only
civilized
humans,
too.
God,
Yeah.
dude.
What?
The king.
I licked my lips when you said that right there. That's how much I love my king.
Oh, you eat like that? You're an eater?
I'm an eater. I'm an eater. You know what I mean? Every Sunday.
Wow.
In there, bro.
Respect.
I take that church wafer, I tuck it under my lip like a zin. Because I want that shit to sit with me all day. Christ in my mouth. But Christ is king, though. Shout out to Christ.
Shout out to Christ.
Do not get me started with that.
With what?
You gotta chill out. Duff's gonna gift you a pager, bro.
Wow, yo, these stupid fucking terrorists still using pagers. You fucking idiots. Listen,
what was the pager thing?
Of course, well, the fucking IDF sold the Lebanese terrorists the pagers, and because they needed to find a way to they saw the wire and they need to find a way to communicate without like the Jews figuring it out, and they're like, well, Jews don't know about pagers. It's like, yeah, well, they're the only ones still making them for your dumbasses, and they all took them and then they just started making them explode out of nowhere.
No.
I remember when drug dealers used to think the Nextel chirp was encrypted. we used to do all drug sales over the chirp.
Yeah, well, why did you just say we?
I mean,
Then.
they used to do that.
That's the statute of limitations,
Yeah, I'm good.
These shits are so stupid, bro.
Should get arrested for having a chirp though. That's fucking dumb.
Nah, the Nextel chirp
those
was
were
fire. That shit was fire.
Anyway, any listeners here that are upset at us, we just want to let you know that you're going to stay upset. Okay? What we're not going to do is sit here with our dicks tucked between our legs, apologizing on the podcast for jokes. Okay? Matter of fact, we have a new apology video that we should definitely watch. The ShxtsnGigs gentlemen came on the podcast.
I love them.
I love them.
I feel bad they're going through this.
Yeah, but actually I do want to take this seriously because they are serious guys, and I want it. Al, stop fucking laughing, dude. They're defending their community. They came on the podcast. They got a lot of flack for laughing at a joke, and I would just want to hear their apology. These are serious fucking guys, and this is a serious apology. Al.
You're an asshole.
Al. No, can you take it seriously, dude?
All right, serious.
Okay. Shifty?
I haven't seen this.
Yeah, that's crazy, Shifty. That's crazy.
Shifty.
Come on, Shifty.
Shifty,
fucking racist.
I want everybody to just take this serious, and I want us to try to have a serious moment. It's a serious podcast, and I want to just listen to their heartfelt apology.
Guys,
Right,
before we get into today's episode, quick PSA, quick acknowledgement. So, if you know, you know. If you don't, that's fine. But we just wanted to address something that's happening at the minute. This past weekend, there's been a couple of clips going around from when we did a session on the FLAGRANT podcast while we were on our US tour. And there were a few jokes made that were incredibly inappropriate. One specifically pertaining to black women. And in the clip, Andrew was making a joke. I'm not even going to get into specifics. Frankly, racist joke. And we were laughing at it. And to give, first of all, before we get into specifics or anything like that, obviously there's just literally no excuse.
Pause.
There is no excuse.
Agreed.
Pause.
There's no excuse.
There's no fucking excuse. Al.
And
Can you pause? No excuse for that. I just want to take in the beginning of it. There's no excuse for jokes. There is never an excuse for making jokes.
But can we try?
I'm not going to ever make an excuse for being a comedian. There is never an excuse for making jokes. Okay? That is a real statement said by a man. I just want that to be clear. There is never an excuse for making jokes with the boys. Go on. Let's take it serious. Look at how sad he is over on the left.
real thing. It is, Fight or flight is a real thing. And
He is. Do you see how we should go back? We should go back because he's going through it right now. Look how he practiced this. I'm gonna pick my skin on my finger.
Guys.
Come on. No. I need you to watch it. Look, he bite his bottom lip. Oh fuck, man.
There is no excuse.
Agreed.
And fight or flight is a real thing. It is, Fight or flight is a real thing, and it's so not easy to say, but when you're in those situations, you look at it through a lens of bro, if it was me, I promise you I'll stand up, I'll kick them cameras down, I'll smack homeboy in the face, I would say this, I'll do that. But when you're in there, you're in shock.
You're in shock, and all you want to do is move on.
Yeah, bro,
Pause.
move on is the fuck.
I've been there. I know what that's like. When you're just having fun and laughing with the boys, and you're like, I just can't wait to move on from this. Don't you know that feeling when you experience the fight or flight and then you just laugh? Does that happen to you guys when your body is just being torn with the primal urge to either fight or flight, and instead you just go, ha ha ha? Do you guys ever have that feeling?
I feel like you're making an excuse for jokes.
I'm not. I would never.
That sounds like what you're doing.
Hey, I would never excuse taking two things that have nothing to do with one another and then bring them together to make your friends laugh. I would never excuse that, Mark.
What if it has a good setup and a misdirection at the end?
You're enticing me. You're doing that thing where you're kind of tricking me with your brain. You're using your brain to trick me into agreeing to something I do not want to agree with.
I'm just asking.
Please continue.
Fucking word, bro. All you want to do is fucking move on. Just move on to the next thing. Just move on to the next
fucking
thing.
move on.
And
So
like
many
we had to say a
times.
few times, bro, just move on.
Just move
Just
on.
move
Yeah.
on.
So many different topics. We were like, move on.
Move
Yeah.
on.
It's not even like about pity laughs or anything, but we just wanted to
Get out of that situation.
Get out of
literally
there.
that situation,
I know.
Keep the ball rolling, and we thought it was going to be more of like a bros chat,
Yeah,
but
just
it
like-
ended
Pause.
up being something that's
I thought it was going to be that too. I thought it was going to be one of those bros chats where you just say everything that's polite and proper. I did think, what do you guys do when you hang out with the boys?
We play games.
What kind of games do you play?
What we're grateful for.
Yo,
I will sometimes just say 10 things we're grateful for.
I hate that you guys have created an energy on this podcast where instead of just saying what we're grateful for and appreciating the community that we build, we try to make each other laugh with inappropriate jokes. I hate that kind of boys hang.
Yeah, we should change it.
I want to change that. Can we start right now?
Let's make it a Shabbat dinner.
Yeah, let's make it a Shabbat dinner. Okay? What is that?
It's the vibes we need.
Just a vibe.
Yes.
Talk about our weeks. Be grateful.
Yes.
Turn down everything else in the world.
You see why
We'll talk
everyone
of
hates them? Do you see why? Because that's their idea of fun. Their idea of fun is sitting around, eating food that didn't taste good, and then telling everybody what they're grateful for. I'm going to try to do that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do
that's
that.
what we should do.
There we go.
Can we make an agreement right now?
Turn it into
No
music.
more inappropriate jokes.
I like that.
Especially from you and even you.
I like that.
Yeah.
You never say anything
I don't.
inappropriate.
I don't. I'm the most appropriate.
You are. Thank God. One of
Constantly.
us.
Yeah, I have to be.
Please
Keep
continue.
you guys in line.
In something that's like really, really hurt people that look to us for support and look to us to feel protected. And protected is the main thing that I wanted to discuss is that it is our duty to protect you guys.
Pause.
Yo.
I feel like we failed.
Yo.
I feel like we failed, Akash.
Yo.
The past, how many years have we been doing this?
6, 7.
The past 7 years, where I've been saying that your people fuck mud,
Yeah.
and you've been saying that my people fuck sheep.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we've protected either of our people.
You know what? You're right. You're right. And it's our duty to protect people.
Scottish people, I just want to say that I apologize to all of you for letting this mudfucker say we fuck sheep.
And Scottish people, I apologize that you're all so ugly that you have to fuck sheep. I apologize for that.
It's our duty to protect people.
Wait, so whenever we see a video of an Indian guy fucking mud, what is that?
We haven't seen one.
Oh, really?
You've seen a guy fucking a girl in mud. They fuck mud.
Oh,
Nah,
You seen that movie?
the other videos, they
Saltburn.
were going down on the mud.
Y'all be doing foreplay. Y'all be warming up the mud. It's wet already. Stop making jokes. Hey, I'm trying to have fun with the boys. Al, you're trying to have fun with the boys.
I'm thankful for you guys, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thankful.
can you just say two things you're grateful for? Because what you
Black
you have
women. Better be black women. Better be black women. Don't say black. Hey, if you don't say black women, it's a problem, Al.
I'm thankful that you guys.
Don't say I'm thankful that I'm not married to a black woman. Don't you dare say that.
God
Don't say that. Don't you dare say that. I'm saying what not to say.
She's from Spain.
I gotta protect my woman now.
Okay, keep going.
Sorry, Indians, by the way.
Yeah,
Just want to apologize.
Can we?
No, I apologize. I should have protected you.
I apologize.
Because you're not capable of protecting yourself. That's the thing. I don't think that you're capable of protecting yourself, so it's my job to protect you. I got to infantilize you, and I apologize.
Yeah, and say Indians don't fuck mud.
I don't think that we have it in us to overcome jokes, so I apologize. I should protect
You guys have never fucked mud, and you've never smelled.
Well, I feel like you added that.
That's true.
And I'm going to protect us.
That is true.
How are you going to protect them?
When we come here.
I think they don't smell ever. I don't think they've ever smelled. I wouldn't even make a caveat. And your food is sanitary. That's the thing I believe. And
You're not sanitary. What are you talking about?
I'm saying,
You're pissing in the sink.
I'm grateful that their food is sanitary. I'm just saying.
This guy bites his feet. What are you talking about?
Why are you disagreeing with me?
I do bite my feet. I just want to say that is not a Scottish thing, and I don't want you to put that on my community. That is a just me thing.
Okay.
Now, as far as the sanitary...
You're eating your own body. That's kind of a Haitian thing.
Mark, can we take this
sorry.
seriously?
I'm
This is
sorry.
an apology. They're fighting for their careers.
Désolé.
They're fighting for their lives
Lo
here.
siento, Haitians. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And it is definitely not cool to be in that situation. And again, not be the ones to stand up and kick the cameras down. And we fucked it on that occasion.
We did.
It's not going to happen again. And it's about being human. It's about realizing that you don't know what you're prepared for. You don't know how to prepare for something
you don't
that
know
you
about,
don't know what's
yeah.
going to happen.
Yeah.
And once it's happened one time, you're like,
Pause,
fuck,
pause. You know what's mad funny about this? Is that they had shit that they asked to take out the episode. You know what they didn't ask to take out?
Your racist slander. Why is your nose twitching?
They had shit. Their producer, or whatever, was like, "Hey, we really think that's inappropriate. We'd like to take that out. That's very uncomfortable." Their fight and flight instinct really kicked in after the power down. But with that joke about the black women, nothing really seemed. The fight or flight wasn't really there afterwards.
Your delivery was too good. I think.
Maybe they were seduced by the delivery.
Yeah.
I like
100
them.
now.
I feel bad they're going through this, but you don't got to protect anybody. That's what I would say.
I
to
like
y'all
them too.
personally, to y'all publicly, you don't got to protect. Your people are equal. What are you talking about?
Okay, let's listen to the end of the apology.
You learn from your mistakes, and
That's true.
that's literally
literally, bro.
learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, we
man.
fucked it, and we're sorry.
You
And
definitely do apologize.
it's for me like it's one of them ones where you don't realize that, like, for one, when you're part of a community, you don't realize that you can hurt your own community,
Especially so
when
bad.
you're not, when unintentionally,
Unintentionally, for real.
and
yeah.
also on top of that, it was so crazy that, like, the narrative that's been spun about how we feel about our community, the irony of the fact that whilst the whole reason we're in that country was to just show how much we love our community and show how much we love our supporters and how much time we spent at the shows and just like getting to know people and just like understanding our community better and just like making friends and making bonds and showing love, and they're showing love. And this whole 6-week trip was just about showing how much we love our community and how much our
building
community
bonds with them,
show out for us. And then to have that exact same trip be the reason that we're having to have this conversation now. But at the end of the day, mistakes make you a better person.
Mistakes do make
you're
you a
not
better
born
person.
You're not born a perfect person. And yeah, we don't condone. We
Look.
don't appease that behavior. We don't.
All right, we get it. So here's the thing. Listen, I do have empathy for what they're going through. They're young into this content
Yeah,
game.
exactly
They're-
what I was
and
gonna
this
say.
is what happens with a lot of people who are like funny on the internet, but they're not comedians. Yeah. So they are still concerned about cancellation. I think comedians, we understand that being funny is saying inappropriate things.
Yeah.
Sometimes that thing that's inappropriate is something about you. Sometimes it's about other people. But the nature of being funny is something inappropriate happening.
Yeah.
Right? And I think what they're doing, what they don't realize is because they're young in the game, and we've all went through this. It's like scary in the beginning. You really think you're going to be canceled. You're worried. I'm sure that they have, people that they have to take care of, and they're like, uh-oh, what if I have to go back and I have to get a regular job? Is it all over? I completely have empathy for that. I get that. What they don't realize is by apologizing, you're just amplifying it.
Yeah.
The people that are upset at this, the majority of them don't even listen to the podcast. A lot of them are probably resentful of your success. And they're like, why the fuck should these guys make all this money? And they're just like reacting to stupid videos on the internet and like telling
They're
stories
just
from
friends.
college.
I'm just friends.
Yeah, I'm just friends. Why can't I have millions of dollars like they have? So but they don't realize that. They really think it's their community. Your community still loves you. Your community still knows you. And if you actually have a community, like you say, which I do believe you do, they're not going to immediately throw you away because of one clip where you're laughing at a clear fucking joke.
I was at the live show. They're not going anywhere. Your fans
you said
fucking love you.
You said the live show was amazing.
It was amazing. And your fans fucking love you. They're not going anywhere.
But what you have done, and this is hopefully the learning moment, is that you have empowered those people that are trying to cancel you. Remember, the people trying to cancel you get off on you being canceled. You having to come out and apologize and bend to their whim and change the disposition of who you are. And it is a change, right? Because you had the ability to edit it out. You chose not to edit it out. Didn't mean anything to that. You only want to edit it, or you only want to talk about it now because of the negative reaction. If nobody reacted to it, you wouldn't go back and be like, we feel horrible and we have to protect our community and all this other bullshit you're saying. The learning lesson here is you do not apologize, because you're just going to empower these people who aren't even part of your community in the first place. You guys have built something with people who actually know you and care about you, and one thing that happens could never sway them. Especially on a podcast where you're joking around. Like, it's ridiculous. That's a learning lesson.
And I think also when you're first going through that, you think about, oh, we have black female fans. I appreciate them so much. They must be so hurt by this. They're not hurt by this. You don't realize that. You start feeling empathy for people that don't feel bad, that weren't hurt. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, you're thinking about all the black girls you see at the live shows, blah, blah. Oh, those girls are probably so heartbroken. They think no, they don't. They know who you are.
Those girls know who you are. They know you're joking. Go out.
So I agree with everything you said, but I think in their situation, I don't necessarily feel like they shouldn't apologize, because their fan base is different. You guys are comedians. You cultivated a fan base that are used to edgy jokes. So their fans tuned into the show and heard them talk or laugh about jokes in a way that they've never done before. And so their fans can be disappointed. So it's like, I don't think it's wrong to necessarily apologize in that aspect.
I would agree with you if the reaction to that episode happened immediately after it came out. There was no negative reaction after it came out. This is like a month, 2 months after the episode came out. And what, to me, that's indicative of somebody who just likes canceling or causing nonsense on the internet. They're trying to like bait people with, you know, the
This is also on the back end of another thing about them. This supports the thing.
Oh.
People are already not liking them for whatever reason. And it's not because of them. It's because they're resentful, hateful, angry, bitter, jealous people who see these guys fucking killing it, being happy, having fun, all over. They're going across continents.
For doing nothing.
Yeah.
Podcasting, like, it looks like it's the easiest thing in the world. And honestly, it's really not that hard. Like, I understand why people are resentful of the success of podcasters.
Yeah,
okay?
Of course.
They don't have another thing that they could do to justify where they are. Like, we do stand-up. And everybody, you can say whatever you want about stand-up, but most people are scared to do it.
Yeah.
It is an art, a skill that you can refine. Like, say whatever you want about, like, Draymond Green's podcast. You can't talk that much shit about him hooping.
Yeah.
That shit is hard. You can't hoop like him.
Yeah.
You might be critical. You say, oh, I can't shoot, whatever. But you can't hoop like him. You're not going to lock down 7-footers at 6'7" or whatever the fuck he is like he does. And they don't have that other thing to justify what they have.
Stand up, most of you won't even get on the stage. So
exactly.
But,
so
so people are resentful, so they do this thing, and then they find this podcast clip, just justify whatever BS narrative they're spinning about these guys, and then they throw that on the fire. And that's why I felt bad that like they're using us as a tool. And the joke, I didn't even know what the joke was. I watched the joke. It's so clearly a joke.
Yeah, I know.
It's so clearly a joke, and it's funny.
Yeah.
Like, we've said much crazier things and laughed at it. That was so quick and so funny and such a turnaround that you just have to laugh at it. It's just taking what you said and then turning it around back on. It's like verbal jujitsu, and that's why you laugh.
I get their position, like it sucks. I do think they're nice guys, but
they're awesome.
Being in that spot, like, I just don't think you ever need to apologize for laughing at a joke. Like, if they came on and said the joke, then maybe they can be like, look, I did something wrong. I said a joke I shouldn't have said. My apologies. But like, they just laughed at a joke. Like, I laugh at shit that's fucked up.
All the you see a fat person fall off a building and die and crush a daycare.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Daycare.
Yeah.
That is a funny thing. You never saw that? Like a fat person fall off a building and crush an entire daycare?
It's extremely funny.
Yeah, it is a crazy thing that happens.
It's so tragic.
Yeah. Israel does it all the time in Gaza. Actually, that's
Yeah.
You just start seeing hands.
Come more specific. It does get less funny, but it's still pretty funny.
Yeah, that is a good point. That is a good point. Maybe we went too far. Maybe you guys went too. Anyway,
Yeah.
we don't have to bring it back to the Jews, which is often what happens in
But
conversation.
that's what Dub does, though.
It
He does
is.
always bring it back to the
Always
Jews.
with this guy.
But he had a great time in Vegas. Great time.
It wasn't that good.
It was
You
not
gotta
that
get
good.
off your
was
phone so much,
good.
bro.
It was not
Every
that
time
good.
the camera cuts to you, Dub is on his phone.
Oh,
You're
that's
like
so cool.
watching the
Yeah,
fight,
yeah.
and
Y'all see
he's
the-
like,
You see the
Oh,
No,
Dub
he was
I'm sorry.
videotaping. He was videotaping.
"Yeah, you're right there in front. Use your eyes. Enjoy the moment."
I have to defend him here.
Can't
I
see
have
over
to
his
defend him
nose.
here.
It is hard. Sometimes the camera. Yeah.
My bad. That was insensitive of me.
And that
That's
is also
insane.
racist. And I do apologize to all
That is a
Semitic people.
fucked up joke
I'm sorry.
I'm
about
sorry
the
that I
Jewish
laughed
people.
at that joke.
Don't
Yeah.
be sorry. You know what?
Nah, we have to protect you, Dub.
Thanks, guys.
We have.
Anyway, hopefully this is a learning lesson for them. They are good guys. They're they're new to this game and they're going to figure it out. But I have noticed this kind of thing happen with like the funny people on YouTube that are podcasters that aren't stand-ups. It's not just them, it's other people as well. And I think it's just because they don't really understand like the essence of jokes.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that like if they did and jokes were important to them, they would defend the jokes. You'll never have a comedian come in here and apologizing about it because then we'd have to apologize for every single thing we do. We have to apologize for our existence.
Yeah.
For them, they're like, all right, we could just apologize and move on. It's gonna come with you. You apologize now. The next time you guys laugh at a fucked up joke about something else, that community's coming for you. Because everybody's sniffing. It might be black women now. You might make an Asian joke. Now the Asians are coming. Everybody out there has their antennas up and they're like, yo, we could cancel these motherfuckers because they're going to go bend over the second we start lighting up their Twitter. So hopefully this is a learning lesson for them.
But maybe they have different rules in England or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah, they're softer over there, too.
Like you can't say spaz or the N-word even.
Yo.
Wait. What? Wait, I mean, you can't. I'm saying you can't.
Mark, are you going to get us canceled
Yeah, I
by the
know.
spaz community?
Yeah, this is
I
crazy.
feel like the spaz community is going to come after us.
What are they going to do to you?
Well, I'm not going to say because I feel like that would be inappropriate. But they'd probably be really controlled and
the most.
yeah, and have a very measured approach towards whatever was going on.
Yeah, exactly.
What does spaz mean out there?
I think it's Down syndrome. I think it's like people with mental disabilities.
Oh, what is it here?
He's kind of
Like a kid that has sugar, I think.
Yeah, isn't it like you just
Like a
had,
weird, like-
frosted mini wheats in the
Yeah.
morning and then you just act like a child?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what they think retards are in England?
Yeah, I guess so. That's actually fucked up on y'all's part. To call them that. That's derogatory.
Oh, I thought that's where we got spaz from. Because you're acting like a retard.
Nah, I thought you were just hyper.
Oh.
I'm a spaz on the mic. Nobody says I'm a spaz on the mic when they have
Yeah, I'm gonna go retarded.
mentally retarded rhymes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to spit some crazy shit on the mic.
Go stupid. Go.
Yeah,
what
we
is the
get-
next? Go dumb.
Black Eyed Peas had that. Let's get retarded.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yo,
I think it
Yeah, but
comes-
that
see
works for
where-
Black Eyed Peas.
See where it comes from. I'm
I
telling you.
exchanged.
it comes from the spastic society of the
Hold
UK.
on. The greatest line ever. I forgot the guy's name, but I posted it on the story a few days ago. Is a rap song. Fuck, I'm forgetting it, but wait 3 years or something. Miley Cyrus.
I just
And
want to
then-
fuck every.
Yeah, he goes. I exchange V cards with the retards.
Oh, crazy.
Bro, that right there should be illegal.
We need a rap genius for that. For him to be like, I don't mean literal retards. I just mean girls that are dumb. Legal age women that are very stupid.
Anyway.
You know who was canceled recently?
Who?
Puff Diddy.
For the baby oil.
Yeah.
Don't do it again. 1,000 bottles of lube and baby oil was taken from his
That's crazy.
estate.
That's a lot of butt fucking right
That
there.
Son,
ashy?
That's a lot of butt
do
fucking.
you see the racial jokes that he's making?
I don't know what it's
You
for.
see the racial
What is it
I
jokes?
thought we turned it into illegal.
Yo,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
you need to apologize to black men. Apologize to black
not to
men's
black men.
ankles and elbows.
I apologize
for saying
to
what you
ashy
did.
black men.
All right, fair enough.
I apologize to my knuckles right now.
Now, Diddy got to come out and say that. Diddy got to be like, listen, I'm ashy. This got nothing to do with butt sex. I'm an ashy dude.
Yeah, it's dry up here, or wherever.
He's locked up. So Diddy's officially in jail.
Yeah, I didn't know. I knew that. I know the 1,000 bottles of baby oil. That's insane.
I heard an interesting take.
How big is that house? You know what I mean? Yeah, take 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
No, you have like a cellar for it. You get keep it chilled.
You got a wine cellar and a baby oil cellar?
Yeah, exactly. So, this is
You got a nice
94.
vintage? Yeah. Guys, vaping, smoking, these are terrible habits to have. And did you know that the flavored air category is quickly becoming the leading alternative to those bad habits? So get on board with this movement toward better habits with this bad boy right here, Fume. Fume is an award-winning flavored air device. It is not like vaping. There is no vapor. If vapor was a sugar-filled root beer or whatever shitty soda you want to drink, Mountain Dew, this is like an herbal tea. A nice little chamomile, you know what I mean? Put you to sleep. They got a bunch of delicious flavors to choose from. They got a crisp mint. They got an orange vanilla. I like the vanilla, but that's because I'm fat. Point is, with flavored air, you can satisfy any oral fixation without having to smoke or, you know, perform oral sex on a man. You can just do whatever you need to do. Look at this. It's got a nice weight to it. Quality design. You see that wood? It's a beautiful wood. I'm not a real man. I don't know what kind of wood it is. But I know I like this because I'm a fidgety little bitch. I like the little clicking sound. I find it soothing. And there's a magnetic stand. You just throw it on that thing so you don't ever lose it. Guys, Fume has helped over 300,000 customers, and there is no reason you cannot be their next success story. And for a limited time, if you use the code FLAGRANT, you get a free gift with your journey pack. So head to tryfume.com, guys, TRYFUM.com, and use the code FLAGRANT, and you'll get your free gift with your order today. Let's get back to the show. What's up, noodle dicks? You see the blue light? That means it's Blue Chew time, the first sponsor we ever had. The guys that have been with us since day one, and we rock with them because it is the chew, it is the best, it is the shit. If you want to deliver better dick, who can't deliver better dick? I know a lot of you guys out there think you're good at sex. Take it from a guy who's bad at sex. So are you. Mediocre at best. Blue Chew is your move, guys. And we got a special deal for our listeners, as always. You can try Blue Chew for free. If you don't believe me, just use the promo code FLAGRANT at checkout. All you gotta do is pay $5 for shipping. It's free. You just pay $5 for shipping at BlueChew.com. Use the promo code FLAGRANT and you get your first month for free. Also, visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. But always, we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. Let's get back to the show.
So I want to give credit to the person who told me, but I don't know if he would want it out as his opinion. So I'm going to reserve using his name, but it's not my.
Yeah, tell us what 50 said.
No. It wasn't 50. It wasn't. You guys know him, but yeah, I just want to make sure he would feel comfortable. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I think this all happened once that dude came out and said that Diddy hired the guy who killed Tupac.
Oh.
I thought that all this Diddy stuff stemmed from his lawsuit with the liquor company that owns Ciroc. So apparently Diddy won like $1 billion lawsuit for like racial discrimination with the liquor company that owns Ciroc.
Yeah.
And he won it. Like they were gonna have to pay up. And then all this shit happened afterwards. So I'm like, oh wow.
Imagine being a racist and complaining about racism. Ain't that crazy?
I mean, yeah,
Fuck racists. You're a
you're not even no.
you were born here.
Yeah. So I thought that's what it was, and I thought that these, $1 billion, liquor mafias are like, they're in the pockets of these politicians, and they're like, hey, listen, look into this guy. He's got some fucked up shit. He wants to take billions from us. Well, you're gonna have to deal with this. But he said that this guy, and I guess the guy alleged that Diddy was the one who contracted him to kill Tupac. Is that?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And that guy had been locked up. So my buddy was basically saying, like, listen, that guy's been in jail. So he's had a year to cooperate with the feds. So he's had a year to learn everything about Diddy. He goes, furthermore, Diddy stuff kept getting leaked. The hotel video all of a sudden is leaked. Like the fact that there are these videos of all these sexual escapades is leaked. Like all this information is getting leaked almost to like sway the public. Because if out of nowhere they just locked up Diddy, maybe the public would be like, what is this? This is horrible. This is racist. How are you going to take down this successful dude? Now that you got a video of him beating the shit out of the girl, what's her name? Cassie, right? Now that it's kind of like known and accepted that he's having these crazy sex parties, there might be some drug trafficking going on. Yeah. It's almost like they're preparing the public for the takedown of this very powerful man. And I wonder if it does come from that dude. I don't know. An angle I didn't see. What do you guys think?
That's interesting. Yeah.
I just thought that those rumors were out there. I guess him coming out and saying it was different. I got hired, but yeah, I'd always heard rumors that he had Biggie killed. Like you hear wild shit about Diddy for decades.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. I don't know.
Yeah, because he said that quite a while ago. Like it was a space and time before since he did that interview and said that Diddy put a price on Tupac's head because he didn't actually contract that particular person. It was like some meeting in a hotel where he was saying, "Oh, I'll put $1 million on his head," and then these guys said, "Oh shit, we know there's a price on his head.
Damn, $1,094,000
we happen to be
97?
in Vegas at the same time. Let's
get that mill."
Yeah.
And you're right about $1,097,000 with inflation. What the fuck is that now? That's crazy money.
Yeah.
So his 3 charges are racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Those are the 3 things.
I mean, yeah, apparently some of these girls are underage, which is going to be its own different thing. But I believe the Ciroc thing more than anything, to be honest with you. I didn't put that together, but that makes the most sense. And probably if you're Ciroc, you've been hearing all this shit. You probably know some shit. And we're like, we protected you, and you're going to sue us for crazy money? All right, let's go.
I think it was just Cassie.
It's not our job to protect you anymore.
That's right. Now that we're not in business, we're not silencing shit.
I feel like it was just Cassie because like everybody talked in the industry, maybe not to this degree, but like everybody would talk about Diddy. People were just waiting for somebody to step up. And the moment she opened that gate, like everybody, now all his security's doing interviews, everybody around him's doing interviews. They're trying to clear their name or whatever because they know they were around it and seeing some of this fuck shit. And so I think that's really what happened.
Yeah, I know it's kind of a trope to say like it's brave to come forward and like it seems like it's lost meaning. For her, every human being knew some shit about Diddy that knew him and nobody, they were all
afraid.
All scared.
It's incredibly brave.
And she's just like, nah, here's everything.
That's the thing. A lot of the people that are powerful that do this kind of stuff coming out, well, I mean, it's coming out, you could argue no matter what is brave because you also have to deal with the scrutiny of that. But like
for her especially.
Yeah, it's like even coming out saying like Diddy doesn't pay his taxes is brave.
Yeah.
You could get murked for that.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't come through, everybody leaves you out in the cold. It's not like you get protected. Once you come out and accuse a powerful man of something, it's not like you get like Secret Service protection.
Yeah.
You alone.
Yeah.
And you either get touched or lawyers fucking bankrupt you. Or like even the legal ways that they could drain you are crazy.
Because you have to engage a lawyer in order to fight anything that comes in. So anybody can sue anybody for anything. And you have to call a lawyer to help you with that. And every time you call them, that's money. Every hour they spend, that's money. They could send, what's it called, allegation after allegation. They could literally drown you. So if you don't have deep pockets, which a lot of these people who are being taken advantage of don't, you're not going to take advantage of some like princess because she got deep pockets. She's going to fuck you and her parents are powerful as well. Yeah. So.
Yeah. All you need is one cease and desist. Hey, stop talking about this or we're taking you to court. And then you don't even have to get people active. You could literally just have a letter and have lawyers come
if that guy will do that to you in a hotel lobby, think what he'll do behind closed doors.
Think about how arrogant Diddy was.
Oh, insane.
That he knows what he's done in his life.
Yeah.
Diddy's either incredibly arrogant or incredibly innocent. Because he knows what he's done in his life, either nothing or something, and chose to stay in America. Russell Simmons knew he all them girls. So he fled to Bali and did fucking Pilates for the last 6 years.
You can deny it if you want to, but you ain't been back to America in quite a while.
Yeah, like let's call it what it is. Nobody goes to Bali during a rainy season. You are there every single day.
Yeah.
Right? And with the balls to even comment on shit. Diddy could have left.
Yeah.
He could have went somewhere.
I mean, Epstein could have left.
Yeah. Incredibly arrogant.
I don't think
it's arrogant.
Because he said
I think he's still running an operation. I think he was still running an operation. And I think that I think he got flipped on by people that he was working with.
So then the question is, why was Diddy filming all these people? Like, sure, you could just be filming people because, like, you're a freak and you have all these like, weird sexual
proclivities. He thinks he's untouchable. That's the arrogance. Dude, he said Cassie's a liar, knowing there's hotel footage out there. Yeah. He knew that. Yeah. He thought he paid to have it buried.
I 100% agree with you. I think that is the arrogance. Or it's a Whitey Bulger situation. Do you guys know Whitey Bulger? The Boston Irish mob guy who was a Fed.
Yeah.
And he was working with the feds. So he could do whatever he wants with impunity because he knows he's helping out the feds. Yeah. So maybe.
When you said he was a Fed, you mean he was an informant, right?
Informant. Yeah, he was an informant. So maybe, I think, which is what Mark is alluding to, is maybe, we don't know, these are all allegations,
or allegedly, these are allegedly here, maybe Diddy was cooperating. Maybe Diddy had protection. Maybe Diddy was sharing some of that surveillance footage or whatever it was that he had with certain, I don't know, 3-letter organizations.
Yeah.
And because of that, he felt safe. He felt protected. He's like, they're not going to let me go through this, all the stuff I gave them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, I don't know.
This is a conspiracy theory. But as someone if you're blackmailing someone, the worst thing you can do is be exposed. Have exposure on you. So
Say that again.
So like in order for Epstein to blackmail people, people can't know he's a blackmailer. You know what I mean? And in order for Diddy to have people, again, this is a conspiracy theory, but if people are coming to his parties and he's filming them, which is, according to the prosecution, he has tapes of people at these freak-offs.
Yeah.
You know, for what purpose? And why does he feel so confident?
I would assume, I guess if I'm going to try to climb into that guy's mind, there's a lot of stuff about power that he gets off on. Like, that's what the freak off is. Really ruined a fun term, by the way. That's what the freak off is like, I'm going to make you do this thing. Watching a tape is just, I'm seeing my power being exerted again and again. That's why I would take it.
Yeah, it's like a token.
Yeah.
Like a serial killer keeps like a button from a victim's shirt.
Yeah.
And then you like inherently have power over them. So whether he was sharing it with organizations, again, it's all speculation. No one knows. But he definitely has power over them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if someone's trying to step out of line and like fuck him over, all he has to do is send a picture and be like, yo, by the way, do you remember this? And then any problem he has with that person that came to his party at any time goes away.
Yo, you know what's real funny is that like ShxtsnGigs is going through this shit right now. You want to know someone who really hates black women?
Yeah. Yeah.
What about the guy who beat the shit out of one and dragged her through the fucking hotel
by
room?
her
What about
hair.
the guy who's being accused of like sex trafficking them around the country? Like, what about the guy who's being accused of drugging? Like, your energy could be spent
Much more wisely.
than the people who laughed at a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much more wisely. But again, it's not about
Helping.
It's about self. It's about
feeling
ego.
power.
How can I feel power? You can't feel power with Diddy. The feds already got him.
Yeah.
So you need something else.
Yeah.
So you think Diddy makes it through this trial or what?
This feels very Epsteinish. Because now they got the tapes, they got the records. There's a lot of people nervous right now, probably.
Yeah.
You think
He's
Jay-Z
locked
gonna
up.
have him killed?
Stop.
You said a lot of people. Name somebody that's not Jay-Z, because that's the first person we've all been told it is.
Jay-Z's not going to
Disprove
let
it.
Diddy freak off, bro.
I don't think Jay's going to. Jay wasn't it that story that Jay wore a condom to get head from Superhead?
Yeah.
That discipline
That's
does not allow you to be at a
respect.
baby
Exactly.
oil freak off from P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Like there's no that mother. Jay is disciplined.
Yeah.
I believe it. I just want you to throw a name out there.
Oh, I don't know anybody that's in these freak offs. I'm just saying there are a lot of people. They say they have a lot of, what was it? Did they say the amount of hours of footage or something like that?
I didn't see that.
Oh, but they say they have a lot of footage.
Yo, somebody getting paid
It's
with our
crazy.
tax dollars to watch that shit. How crazy is that? Like,
Jerking off.
that is their job for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
To watch Diddy fuck guys in the butt. Like, what a crazy country we live in.
Yeah.
You joined the CIA, you joined the FBI because you want to fight evil. And now you just got to watch Diddy have sex with video vixens, male and female, for 3 months.
Yeah, we got to watch the guy that volunteers for that. He's like, I'll do it. You're like, what?
Yeah, what? Huh? Huh?
No, I think Diddy thinks he can beat this because his lawyer said that he was supposed to turn himself in the following day.
Yeah, he's
and
a
they
delusional.
they took him in.
But he also didn't want to be arrested outside of his house or whatever. Like, you don't want public photographs of you.
No, I know, yeah, but I wonder what changed, why they arrested him
Diddy's-
early.
I think he just pulled up. He was like, all right, I'm here.
No.
No, they
went to
arrested him at his hotel.
him at his
Yeah.
I thought he
Yeah.
turned himself in.
No, he was supposed to turn himself in the day after.
Put it this way, and you guys can probably speak to this more than I can, or at least you can, Al. If the feds are after you,
Oof. Good luck.
right?
Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for Diddy.
Yeah. And where's he being tried? In the Southern District?
Real quick, and I'm going to fuck up this story, but there was a very famous story recently of this guy who died on a boat in the Mediterranean. I'm going to fuck this whole story up because I haven't read enough. But basically, I'm pretty sure that this guy was sued by the federal government and won.
Okay.
And then he ended up randomly dead because his boat got flipped or something like that in the middle of the Mediterranean, and they're saying because it got windy.
A water spout apparently hit the mast and knocked this boat down.
A
And
gigantic boat. The point being, they're going to get you one way or another.
The feds?
If they believe that you did the fucked up thing, you're going down. It could be wrong, but we're talking about a 95% conviction rate or something like that, the feds. So I think they're basically like, hey, listen, Diddy, you did the shit. Or there's enough powerful people out there like, I don't trust him being an operative anymore. Time for you to go. Who knows? This could all be bullshit. But it feels to me that it is very important to some people out there that Diddy goes down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's like a hypothetical that if the feds want you, they're gonna get you.
They're gonna get you.
Yeah. Like I was even talking to a guy the other day. This guy Frank Parlato. He was like the main journalist that exposed Nexium.
The cult.
Yeah. And he basically like did the whole expose. He took them down. The reason he took them down is because they came for him because he was a consultant that then left. And so they came after him, like tried to sue him into oblivion, and he basically just exposed their whole thing and eventually got them all arrested. But he was saying that after the case, it actually changed the precedent for sex trafficking in New York, which is interesting. That this guy, Raniere, is indicted on sex trafficking, and basically what he says, and he actually regrets this is what he told me, again, this is what he said, that basically sex trafficking now, specifically with the grand jury, because grand juries apparently are super malleable from prosecution. Like the old saying is like a grand jury can indict a ham sandwich is like the term that people use, that a grand jury you can just roll over.
What does grand jury mean? Just a selection of your peers?
It is, but the prosecution is selected. And so you get like the best prosecutors and you get more of them or something to that effect. And then in a grand jury at the closing statements, the prosecution leads the closing statement and then the defense gets a word and then the prosecution gets another word at the end, which gives you a huge advantage when it comes to persuading.
That's the last thing in your mind before you convict.
The first thing and the last.
Yeah. Whoa.
So apparently
You just need majority.
That's right. That's right.
You don't need unanimous vote. That's right. So it's basically a system that's set up to be like, hey, we need this guy clipped.
Because convictions are also really important for DAs, and it's like it helps the whole system to get these convictions. Also, if everything is like pending and you get hung jury after hung jury after hung jury, it costs so much money, it takes so much time. So there's kind of a system where, again, they can kind of like manipulate these grand juries a little more. This is from what people I've spoken to. He says that the sex trafficking laws in New York have changed to the degree that if you basically introduce someone, this is, he says, like the worst case, and there's been precedent for this since the Nexium thing. If, let's say, one guy introduces a girl to another guy and they have sex and it's consensual and it's fine, and the other guy rewards the first dude in any way, shape, or form, whether it's like, hey, let me buy you a drink, that girl was awesome, thanks for setting me up, that can be considered sex trafficking.
Wow.
Oh, shit. This is what he said. Again, I don't know exactly. He says it can go even as far as to expressing gratitude. So like a text message like, dude, you're the man, thanks so much for setting me up. This guy Parlato says that the precedent now since that case that he helped expose now can kind of wrap up anyone that's ever been set up by someone under sex trafficking.
Now this is how
all you amazing wingmans out there better watch out.
Again, this is what he said.
But this is how these things work. You have a situation where there is a guy who's, let's say, a pimp or something like that, or even like a girl who's a pimp, somebody who's running some other girls. You give a girl to another dude. You don't even accept payment. You're just doing it because that's what your skill is. You got a bunch of girls, you're passing around, and maybe you get payment from something else. You get payment from getting a percentage of this business thing, or you get to invest in this company in like early seeds. They try to create protection for the women, which I think makes a lot of sense. They're like, if the only way we can clip this guy is to prove that money was exchanged, then we can't protect these girls. Then politicians go and they go, I want to have the Protect Women Act. And then what person could possibly veto the Patriot Act or the Protect Women Act? So now you have these rules that can be taken advantage of by very innocent cases, meaning a guy connects his boy with a girl, then he goes, bro, that was the most amazing, she was the hottest chick. Dude, let me take you out to dinner or something. This girl's fucking amazing. She's so hot. And if you want, you could clip that guy through this law that was genuinely made to protect women.
Yeah, if they want to come after you.
Yeah, if they want to come after you.
The feds are not going to fucking send a letter to someone for being a wingman. But if you're in jail or if you're being indicted and you have a bunch of tax fraud and shit, and they can also throw this on.
And throw it on, pile it on.
Wow.
So that's kind of like the RICO thing. It's like, hey, if you did anything criminal involving a business or commercial entity in any capacity, like now you're on racketeering.
Yeah.
So like they expand these things to get these mob guys, but then there's other people that then can fall under it.
Yeah. And they're not going to peel it back.
Yeah, and then you can even just have precedent. So you don't even necessarily need to do the law. You can just be like, oh, well, in this case, this happened. So therefore, in future cases, this other thing will happen the same way.
And we're back. Listen, I've discovered a couple things this week on the internet that I'd like to share with you guys. You know, I'm not a gatekeeper. But so obviously, you know, my obsession with Indian Instagram. It's not TikTok because TikTok is not allowed there.
Yeah.
But Indian Instagram is absolutely incredible. I suggest that you watch a couple of videos, like them, and just let the algorithm do its thing. My Instagram is so beautifully curated to only see Indian people doing absolutely hilarious shit. It doesn't matter what they do. It's hilarious. There's a guy who just cuts watermelons and opens them and screams. So this is my man. I love this guy. They're the best. Okay, now go to some of the other ones. Can you go to the mud thing?
Yeah, can I go to the
The mud thing was absolutely exceptional. I don't want to believe the mud thing. Obviously, it's like a fun little joke.
Yeah.
But Instagram wants me to believe it.
I get it.
Because this right here is... Does anybody know what this is?
It's just little kids playing around. You know?
They are 25 years old. This is full-grown adults, and he got the Indian flag behind him. I almost feel like this is like Pakistanis like trying to troll India.
Yeah, it might be.
It's gotta be, right?
Might be,
Yeah, like, because why would you... What is he? He loves that mud.
Son, he's going.
He can't breathe. He can't breathe. Oh, now he can breathe.
You think it's a Psy-op from Pakistan?
I think it's a Psy-op from Pakistan.
head
I mean, look at him burying that face in that mud.
Oh, man.
And then the back handspring mud dive is crazy.
So, guys, give me one of these real quick.
Yo. That looks fun, don't it?
Gosh, stop.
I think it's Pakistan, bro. I think you gotta blame Pakistan for this. I really do.
Okay, give us more. Give us more. I mean, I promise you, it's actually heartbreaking knowing that I'll never create anything funnier than just a random Indian guy with his phone because it is unbelievable. Oh, they did not find a little crack.
Oh, yeah, dude. I think they made a little crack.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, he's stuck.
Oh, there's so much of this. Like, we got to get our friend out of that crack.
Saved him.
Yo, what is this? I'm telling you, dude, it is the best. The best. Shout out India. Shout out the content creators on Instagram Reels. You have given me so much joy over the past week.
This one is clearly set up to try to get views, which is so fun. Almost worse.
That's what's so funny.
Yeah.
All of it is kind of like set up in this way. It's so good. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I mean, I sent so many to the group chat.
But like, in case you didn't know where to focus on.
Yeah. They put the arrow.
I mean, it is very like Bollywood inspired, which is actually kind of fire.
Oh.
Like you'll see a ton of them where it's like
They put the graphics?
like my girl left me and got with another guy, but then I got money.
Yeah.
And then he like walks by with like a chain, and the girl's like,
What did I do?
Yeah, it's fire. I like them. There's some production value. I think we got to thank the Ambanis for this because they gave everyone self-service.
That is true.
Wait, did they do that?
Yeah, that was one of the Ambani brothers. I think Mukesh, the one who's winning it.
Yeah. So we have them to thank.
Yo, shout out the Ambanis, man. What you've done, the joy you've given me over the last 7 days, it's unprecedented. I need you to click immediately on, I've sent like 30 of these to the group chat.
I'm flicking
Nobody
through.
responds to a single one, and I keep on sending.
Oh, we got to send people to Grandy's new page.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So Grand Wizard Chat, word we can't say, has got his page blocked from Instagram. He has come back with a vengeance. New Instagram page is Grandavious. Grandavious. Go follow it immediately. I need every one of y'all to go out there and support Grandy. This is the funniest Instagram account on the internet. Yes, Mark, you found another one. This one was good.
Oh my god.
This one was really good. The Indian ones are good, but then the Jewish ones are also pretty good. There's a lot of anti-Semitism on the internet, but sometimes they get the joke right, and it is.
Nah, that was,
mwah. Can you see this
How
one?
you feel about that one?
Go right here. Can you make it bigger?
Jewish piano?
Yeah.
One of my faves. We share it too, guys.
Do you guys really?
We love a good Jewish joke.
Thank you. See?
Anti-Semite, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you are an anti-Semite for that.
Wait, can we talk about the Super Bowl controversy?
We never even spoke about that.
I thought we did.
Kendrick?
The
I don't
new
know if
thing?
we did.
We did? Oh.
We didn't talk about Kendrick, I don't think.
We didn't talk about Kendrick.
Do you think he did this just to troll Drake and Cole? Because in first person shooter, they keep saying they're as big as the Super Bowl. And then he's like, you know what? I'll just do the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, it's just such a tricky thing. Like, I don't know if he did it to troll him. I definitely think he did it to troll him when he said there's no round two.
Round two, that was a clear shot.
Yeah. But I think, are you sure we didn't talk about this?
Maybe we did. I can't remember.
We didn't.
Because the biggest,
Maybe because we talk about it on Idiots.
Right.
we talk about brilliance, the biggest nail in the coffin, or the final nail in the coffin, would be if Drake brings out Wayne.
If
Kendrick brings out Wayne.
If Kendrick brings out Wayne at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
It is, that is over.
I think that's also part of his thing. Because he probably could have done this before. I do think there's a reason he put his hat in this year for his name. Or I don't know if that's how it works, but he's open to it this year, whereas I don't think he would have been before. And I also think if Wayne got it and brought out Drake, that would have helped out Drake a lot.
Huge.
And he was like, let's squash that. Let's get out in front of that Art of War type shit.
Yeah.
And then if he can bring Wayne out, it's fucking, oof, that's big.
I mean, yeah, if
Just the best move. Like,
Yes.
Kendrick's had the biggest year. Like, it was either Kendrick or Taylor.
Yeah.
Two biggest artists.
I'm shocked
having-
Taylor didn't do it.
Yeah, I'm
Taylor
surprised.
don't need to.
But I mean, if she did, it'd be nuts.
Now, I will say this. I don't know if Taylor serves the football watching audience. Like, I don't know if
I think it would create
I
more
would argue
scrutiny.
she's already serving the football watching audience just by being at the Chiefs games.
And if the Chiefs make the Super Bowl,
no, it would be crazy. But what I'm saying is, like, I don't know if the average like football fan listens to Taylor,
Yeah.
where the average football fan definitely has heard this Kendrick song.
yeah.
Like,
I also think her PR team, Taylor's team, is like, you perform at the Super Bowl is going to be a lot of negative PR.
tons of negative
Yeah.
PR. Yeah.
They're already hating on you for having like 2 minutes of cutaways during a game.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
do the halftime show. It's
Forget
like,
it.
it's not-
But I feel like the Super Bowl, it's more
different than-
non-football fans
Yeah.
watching than actual football.
I agree.
Also, apparently Jay-Z chooses this, and I could see him. It's been rap acts or like black acts, I guess, since he took over. And I think he probably was going to choose Kendrick over Taylor.
Yeah, and I feel like it's so stupid for people to be complaining like, yo, we have a rapper performing at the fucking Super Bowl. Be happy.
It's almost like it's never enough with you guys. Doesn't it kind of feel like that for me?
dude, also, I found a legendary. This is like an OG amazing.
I never got this. You sent
I think
this.
I've seen this one.
Have
and
I
you're
showed
like,
you this like
yeah,
10 times?
yeah,
you
you
were like,
said-
this
yeah.
is the funniest thing. I never got
Yeah, I've
it, and I
seen
think
this
it's a
one. From Mark
horrible.
All right, now I feel bad. Now I'm scared.
This is a horrible
I'll get it,
example
I'll
of
get it, I'll get it,
Indian Instagram, and I don't want anybody to judge Indian Instagram by this.
Baby, I want cool drink.
No, baby, it's not good for health.
Okay, no cool drink, huh? Break up, break up, break up, break up, break up,
No.
break up, break up, break up.
Break up. Idea.
Oh,
Nitya!
he's got a plan.
What?
Oh shit.
I have your father number.
Oh my god, you have my father number? Don't call to my father, baby. No break up, just kidding. I love you, baby. Not chocolate, no cool drink. I want only you. Can you delete my father number?
No, baby.
New idea for the boy. That's a banger, dude.
the video is shit, but the accent is amazing.
I was just laughing at the sound coming out of their face.
There you go.
Baby. Mark sent me that. He's like, this is the funniest
Yeah,
thing
he
that's
showed
ever
me
been
too, and I've just
created.
been
I think years ago. This might have been half a decade ago I sent you that video.
Bro, Indian
There's one
Instagram-
of
Here
a
you go.
Zoom call where like a teacher is trying to do a Zoom class, and these guys start arguing on the Zoom, and it's so fucking funny. I wish I can find it. Let me see if I can find it.
Also, just phone number out there. That dad's number's
Oh shit, we could call him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we might have to hit
Yeah,
him
we
up.
might have to prank him. And let him know his trifling ass daughter is getting cold drinks.
Yeah.
I mean, how dare she?
Yeah, it's not good for health.
Dude, yeah, we got to go to India, man.
Immediately.
We got to go to India. We got to jump in that mud. God, dude. How can you not? How can you not? How can you not? I mean, it is when you're in India. Let me, and I mean this. I'm not trying to like insult here. Do you eat the street food? Can you handle?
No,
it?
I cannot.
Okay, so it wouldn't be advisable.
There are places that will make that same food with bottled water, and that's where I'll eat. Like
Oh,
you
is
can
it
get
the
the
water
Pani
that
Puri
the
with
issue
the
is?
bottled water. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I mean, probably other things, but that's the main thing.
I saw a guy cutting meat with his big toenail.
That's you.
No. I eat the big toenail, but I don't cut the meat with it. He was using his big toe to slice the meat in half.
That's fire. I failed to see the issue.
I mean, that was a really effective response. I have nothing. I can't say anything to that. All I'm saying is that there
I
is
sent
that.
you the link in the flagrant chat. Yeah, but you don't have to watch it here. But to me, I don't know. Indians laugh at this one a lot.
All right, let me see. Let me see.
All right, let me pull this
I'm
up.
like, your face just popped up. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Wait, it's in the flagrant
It
chat?
should be in the
Oh,
flagrant.
that's right.
Yeah,
I
it's a
almost
Reddit.
need to I need to find y'all some heat.
This is yeah, hold on. She's just trying to conduct a Zoom class, get these guys to cooperate.
What room is she in?
Unnati and Radhika, please just look into it and ensure that Siddharth becomes a part of any of the groups. I mean, that is quite doable. But, yeah, and Siddharth, it's a request, please contribute to them, whatever. Yeah.
I try to contribute, ma'am. If nobody's picking up my calls, I can't do anything.
See, Siddharth, I mean, I can't help it, but if there is so much of friction, it's better not to work together. I mean,
They want to group and come at me, they can come at me. I don't give a shit about them. Who are they? They are nothing.
Calm down, please.
Yeah, probably my servant earns more than Binayak's dad.
Bro, don't cross the line.
I'm leaving.
You 4 foot 2 inch dwarf bitch.
This is unacceptable, Siddharth, please.
There is a reason why nobody likes associating with you.
There is no reason why your girlfriend likes associating with everybody else other than you.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Siddharth, ज़्यादा मत बोल. फालतू का मत बोल, Sid.
Yeah. Siddharth, the issue is resolved. You have to join some other group, and after this class, Siddharth,
If he's here, I'll kill him.
He's here.
Siddharth,
Kill
you
him.
speak to me after the session gets over, okay? And
Please
no
ask
more
Tiger to
words.
shut up.
Siddharth, please.
Binayak, how much does your dad earn?
That shit kills me, dude. That shit kills me.
Funniest content on planet Earth right now coming out of India, and it's not even close.
Oh
it's
my
not even
God.
close. It's not even close.
The pause always kills me.
How much does your dad earn?
She's begging him to stop, and he's quiet.
And what is that?
What a callback. It's just some Zoom. I don't know how they put it out there. It was some Zoom class. But probably during COVID, teachers teaching over Zoom, and they got to do a group project, and then they're just trying to mediate this issue.
Yeah.
That was great.
I mean, yeah, we just need to watch it.
We got to go. We got to meet these guys.
Oh, I already have all the people that I want to hang out with. I want to do Watermelon Guy. There's another guy that's like incredibly skinny. He's kind of like weird, but he does a lot of content that's really good. I need to go into the mud diving guys. Need to connect with them. I'm going to put a list of them together. I mean, I send it to the group chat, but none of you guys respond because you're all pieces of fuck. So, I mean, I always want to go find my good ones just so that you guys can enjoy and indulge in this. Guys, what else is going on in the world today?
Oh, I saw Beetlejuice.
Oh, I heard it was fire.
I saw a film.
Have you seen the first one?
I did see the first one.
Okay, how is it? I've heard this is really good.
It is good. It is good.
You missed Vegas for Beetlejuice.
It's worth it.
Fucking
Why do you need the sphere when you have the rectangle? Have you thought about that? When you have the rectangle, you don't always need the circle.
God damn.
This guy's always doing too much. He's always chasing too much. You know what I mean? Why can't you just be happy with the theater? He's the reason the theaters are dying.
Damn.
It's his fault.
Hey, you put yourself in a Smith cycle.
Facts.
That was just salad right there.
Why would you go see Beetlejuice? Did you see that movie as a child?
I saw it as a tween.
Oh, so you've seen it?
Yeah, I saw the original.
So, fantastic movie. Please give us your, as I send you this one to the group, please give us.
You guys saw it too?
I haven't seen the new one. I want to.
Schultz?
I haven't seen it, but I did hear an interesting thing about it. I heard that Michael Keaton is only in it for like between like 5 or 15 minutes total.
Yeah, but it's also only a 90-minute movie.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, he's in it probably like, I would say probably 15.
So he apparently said that he wouldn't be in it any longer than he was the first movie. So the whole thing, I think, with the first movie was the fear of Beetlejuice. Like, don't say it 3 times or else he's going to show up, right? And what's interesting is like the revisionist history we have on that movie, very similar to Independence Day, where the way I remember that movie is that he was the star of the movie and he was in it the entire time.
I thought so too.
He's in it for 5, 10, 15 minute tops.
Wow.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but he's so unique, interesting, and charismatic that you think the whole movie is him.
Yeah.
Also, the title helps.
Yeah.
Independence Day. What's that?
Hannibal Lecter has this. Probably.
Yeah, Hannibal Lecter is another one. But Independence Day with Will Smith, I thought he was the protagonist of the movie.
Yeah.
Will is so fucking charming.
Yeah, I guess he's one of 3.
He is the C plot.
That's wild. I mean, if you even just asked me now, I'd be like, yeah, he's in the whole movie. Michael Keaton's in the whole
but that's how unbelievably charismatic. Like,
yeah, the character's like unbelievable.
When you said 5 to 15 minutes, then I was like, wait, was he in it a bunch the first time? And I guess not.
It's an Alec Baldwin Winona Ryder movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the girl who's in Field
Gina Gershon. No. So, yeah, Gina Davis.
Gina Davis. Yeah. They're the big stars.
Yeah.
He's barely in it, but he's so weird, unique, and funny.
It's really fun. I would recommend going and see it. It's
now,
like,
I heard the plot is nothing like the first one.
Yeah. I mean, it's like there's a ton of like homages and like threads that tie through the first one. It's really fun. And like, I think they kind of got into this place where they had like 3 or 4 great sequel ideas and plots for the sequel.
Yeah.
And instead of picking 1 or 2, they kind of did all 4.
Blended them, yeah.
And so the pacing is a little fast.
Yeah.
But it's extremely engaging and so fun. The whole time I was just like, this is the fun. I'm having a blast.
Oh, really?
I'm so glad I'm not in Vegas. Literally, I was watching it. I was like, I'm so glad I'm not meeting Shaquille O'Neal. That would suck.
Shaq is the man, I just want to say.
Yeah, he's
Shaq is
fucking
the man.
awesome.
And also, when you go to a Shaq show, it is... the perception of like a quote unquote celebrity DJ is that they're just going to play like the hits and it's just going to be easy. It is hard dubstep.
I love
really?
That.
Oh, it is.
The cage shakers, like just fucking going for it.
It is.
How would you know?
Shaq shit?
He wasn't there.
You're mean, dude.
He Wikipedia it.
Yeah. They have it on Wikipedia, hard dubstep.
Like it is just intense. Pounding.
No, I've heard that he's like actually into DJing.
Yes.
He like loves it.
Yes.
And like people ask him about basketball and he's like, oh, whatever. And then they ask him about music and he's like, oh, let's go.
I'm locked
Yeah.
in.
He's like, you and Paddle.
Exactly. It's exactly. And shout out to P1 Paddle. We played both days that we were there. 100%.
That's
In
fine.
90-degree Las Vegas heat.
Dove box office again or what?
Dove box office.
Day 1, Andrew came back well. Day 2.
But yeah, they did good. They did good.
Oh, wow. So,
Have you not been taking it seriously? Have you been focusing on stand-up in your career?
No. This is my singular focus.
But continue on top of just Shaq. We followed up with, a nice visit with.
Yeah, we went to go see 50 and his guy Stars fucking. They're both fucking great. Tony Yayo is just hilarious. So that 50 and Tony's relationship is just hilarious. Like Tony's just like a wild boy. He'll be like saying funny shit. We got to get him on stage for like 1 minute, like doing stand up.
Yeah.
And then 50's like is like teasing him about the wild shit that Tony said, and then like. There's like meme culture built into it. Like they're also aware of the internet.
Yeah.
Remember when 50's like, why you gotta say fuck me for?
Yeah.
Or whatever that is. So like at one point Tony says it after something 50 said to him. So like you're like witnessing these guys who are also like aware of what's going on in the internet, but like have clearly been friends for like decades.
Yeah.
And without any of the pretense of I need to be cool. I'm a rapper. I can only be cool. It's people who are comfortable with themselves, and it's refreshing to see. Because you've been around some famous people who like, I need to uphold whatever the image of me is and what people think of me.
Yeah.
And I don't know. From what I get from them is like, I know what I think of me, so I don't give a fuck, and I'm just gonna be silly when I want.
Right.
It's funny you saw Shaq and 50 the same night because I think they're both like that.
Yeah.
Right? I think Shaq is like, I like rave music. Like,
And
I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, Shaq seems super secure.
And Mark, you know what's crazy about this? That was just night 1.
It's just night 1.
damn, dog. That's fucking.
Just night 1, bro.
That was unnecessary.
Just night 1. Just night 1. It was no big deal.
Next morning.
Then we went to
You called her an Uber? Wait, what?
Poppy steak. And
Oh yeah, we did the whole
Didn't
thing.
even
No
call her an
show.
Uber. You're a scumbag, bro.
We did
Did
the
you have
John
a show
Summit
in
was
Vegas
awesome.
though?
say what?
Did you have a show
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Vegas?
yeah. We
Oh,
had a show in
when?
Vegas.
What night?
That was Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and that was great. We're at Fountain Blue. Yo, shout out Fountain Blue. Fountain Blue is about to.
Y'all heard that's the building out there.
Fountain Blue is gonna put the pressure on the Win. So for the last, I don't know how many years, 5, 6, 7 years, the Win has been the
Decade.
I don't know what the casino's like. I didn't go to the casino.
Okay.
But just as the hotel, the Win has been the one. It's like elegant, it's like elevated, it's nice, whatever. And Fountain Blue, crazy story to end up getting built, but it's the best hotel in Vegas.
Yeah, it's the most expensive building in Vegas. I heard one of the most expensive in the world.
It is insane. But like when it comes to like restaurants, vibe, party, you're in it and you're just like, oh, this is the one.
Yeah.
And it's going to be really interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
Because now the Win, who hasn't had to do anything for the last 7 years, they got to pivot.
Yeah.
Because the last thing you want to do is start to feel a little older.
Yeah,
dated.
yeah.
And I think that's what Fountain Blue is going to do. I think Fountain Blue is going to age the clientele and the Win up. Because I think the young people are going to be like, well, I want to go to Poppy Steak like when I'm in Miami.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to go to Live like when I'm
Beach,
in Miami.
you've got Dom Dalla and then John Summit.
When I'm in Miami.
Oh, like when I'm in Miami.
Because those
Okay,
are
yeah, yeah.
Miami haunts that now they have transferred. Like,
dude, that's the thing I realized when I went to Vegas. Anytime a place has got like a really great local brand and they want to expand, almost always Vegas first. Carbone, Vegas. Anything that, if you're in Vegas and there's some great restaurant in New York or LA or Miami, just wait. It's coming to you.
But think about it, right? Like, it makes a lot of sense. And
of course,
the places that you choose are really important because they cultivate the personnel and they cultivate the clientele of your casino. The acts you get. Everything is really important because it sets a precedent for who goes to your casino, and who goes to that casino is who you want to be with when you go there. When you go to Vegas, you say at like maybe an older hotel, you're like Circus, and there's a bunch of people on the fucking little
the Rascals.
The Rascals are at the slots. You're like, I don't know if this is the vibe that I want yet. Maybe when I'm 80, that's what I want, but right now. And they got Grutman, and they got this guy Dave Grutman, who has all the restaurants out there in Miami, and he's taking care of that aspect of it. They assembled it really fucking well around vibe and party. And I think a lot of casinos are like, how can I just assemble around casino? Because that is what makes money.
Yeah.
But what makes you want to be there is vibe party. And then once you're there, the whales go, well, I want to be at the best vibe party. I'm going to drop $1 million in the casino, but I also want to be around all the cool.
Where's the cool thing at?
And then if you want the quieter one, they've got Mother Wolf, they've got China Club, which is like
they got all the shit.
They have
both
got versions,
and it seems like it generally seems like we're dick riding. And yes, they pay me to do a show there, 100%. But also, you also have to understand like how this thing works. It's not like at this point, like we don't get paid to do a show. We pay ourselves.
We do a show at a venue.
Yeah, and like the people buy tickets, and then that money goes to us.
Yeah.
So it's not like
Fountain Blue is not paying you a bag to do X, Y, Z. You get paid. Yeah,
you get paid what you bring in.
Yeah,
so if nobody comes, then I don't get anything, and then if people come, then I get it, right? So it's like, and I've done other shows out there. I've gone to Vegas for a while now. Like I used to go to Summer League a bunch like that. That's where we stayed at Encore the Win. Party, if you're going to party and you want it to be like younger, more fun, you're at Fountain Blue. If you want to be like older and like Asian-y, you go to Win. It's older and Asian-y. They know the Win is trying to attract rich Asians to go gamble, which is vibes. If you're a fucking rich Asian, go there. But if you want young fun, they had this, John Summit is the DJ?
No.
He's the guy right now. Like
you've heard his songs.
He's he's the sweetest fucking guy. And he's like one of these, this is rare that this happens, where like the nice, very sweet guy, girls are fucking upset. Like girls are gonna. I almost think this guy needs like security. They're
really
because he's genuinely nice.
Yeah,
and girls are gonna take advantage of that and make him come in them. Like we need protection. Like John needs to get his tubes tied.
Yeah,
because he's so kind that I feel like a girl will be like, just come in. He'll be like, okay, And he's too big to just be coming in.
He needs a condom handler.
He needs a condom handler and someone to roll it on and make sure it's on like halfway through.
Well, Diddy's looking for a job.
You're like, John, you did the baby oil? Do you like the baby oil? So, but yeah, he did the fucking show. It was Yeah, it was crazy.
That's awesome.
No, it was vibes. It was vibes. Like that's where when we go to Vegas, I would recommend us staying.
But if you want to play Mahjong.
If you want to play Mahjong, you go to the Win. Okay, what do we got here?
All right, this came from Miles just to send us off from the top rope. All right.
Oh, Jesus.
Will they figure out who is not Indian? Let's see.
I was just tossing shit in.
Let's see if
Yeah. What about my accent?
It seems like you're making it up. I think Vineet was a big red flag.
When Ritvik pointed it out, it kind of like affirmed my suspicion. I was like, oh, I'm starting to feel a little bit suspicious of you, Vinny.
Do you guys all know national anthem?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah. Do you know Vineet? I want to ask you.
Bro, I grew up in India only.
That's pretty good, to be honest.
Vinny, I trust you.
I grew up in India only is very good.
Somehow I trust Vinny.
I don't know why you guys are doubting me.
Yeah, no, you have my support. I promise you I don't doubt you. And
Everybody's Indian.
Yeah.
I don't know why you are doubting me.
Vineet, you're asked.
You know why? You know why they sold him? Because when he said only, the way he said only, that's such an Indian thing. I grew up in India only. They use only in a way that it shouldn't be used, and they all know what it. And that's when all of them were like, "I think he's Indian," because I was like, I don't even know how they use that shit. When they be throwing in sentences like that, makes no sense.
How would you figure out if somebody was Indian or not?
If they said only like that, I'd be
was
like,
a go.
that's an Indian.
All right, fair enough. Al,
What? I was taking a breath in, you know.
what were you trying to
Did you
say?
think Mark was Indian? Is that what's going on?
I did think it was Indian for a
Damn,
minute.
dude. Fuck.
No,
That's a good Indian accent, to be honest. It's really good.
That guy's probably from Singapore or something like that.
Probably.
So it's kind of...
Yeah, it's a little hack, but at least still... I mean, he's got a little hack, but he figured it out.
We should play that game.
Yeah, what room do you think you would win in?
I think, yeah, I could figure out who's not the Indian based on accents.
But what room do you think you could convince 5
Let's
other
try it
people?
right now. Close your eyes and see.
Okay, ready? Go.
Yeah, let's see. Okay,
go.
Ask us any question you want, and then we'll tell you if we're
All
Indian.
right, give me your name and your occupation.
Sundar Vundi.
Okay, maybe you are. Maybe you are. What do you do?
I am a mud diver.
I think he's Indian.
You think it checks out?
Okay, go. Now you have to ask other people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Black guy, are you Indian?
We're gonna play this on Patreon more.
Yeah, we should do. Let's go to Patreon.
Let's head up to Patreon, my boys. We will see you very soon. Thank you guys so much for listening. Patreon.com/flagrant. Peace.